We're about to start playing some old school D&D again. We'll have a new player, so welcome to the group, TIBERIOS. My name is Egan. I'm your dungeon master. You're welcome. So just real quick, I'm just gonna go over the introduction to the game since you're new to us, or new to our group. So again, we're playing OD&D, and our group, basically our game of OD&D is about telling stories of adventurers, parties of adventurers who go out to hunt monsters and treasures in the medieval world of Dungeons and Dragons for gold and glory. So basically, the goal, of course, is to get money and experience, though, right, in the end, and to survive, live to tell the tale, right? Now, before you can play with us, you'll need to roll up a character, and to play, it's very easy. Once you get that done, once everyone's prepared and ready to play, because the first part of the game is just us getting ready to play, but once everyone's ready, the game starts out with the Dungeon Master describing to you the situation or scenario we're currently in, and then from there, you guys will have a chance to decide your character's course of action. Then we'll roll dice to determine the results if need be. Otherwise, we'll just determine the results, right, based on your actions, and continue from there. So, do we have some rules before you? We have some rules on how to play a game. It's just very simple. Be respectful, courteous, and mature, right? Try your best not to interrupt others. That's pretty much it. Yeah, and then let's see. First step to creating a character, as you've already done, is to roll up your ability scores. Good job. Let's see. So at that point, we're just gonna plug and chug your scores now. So, are those yours? Right? Yeah, the 11, 12, 16. It's pretty good.
Yeah. 16.
Oh, you're lagging, buddy.
Oh, you're lagging a little bit, man. Cannot hear you.
Sorry. I switched Steam to strength.
Switch what to strength? Oh, the 16. You can lower it by 4 points or 6 points to increase your strength. I think in this case we can lower it by 4, and you can raise your strength to 13, which will give you a +1 bonus. It's a 2-for-1 trade, so.
Oh. Right. You don't let us switch the rolls to.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, you can't switch the rolls around. It's just 3d6 down the line in OD&D. Just get what you get, I guess.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So your first character he was pretty wise, but we put some of that understanding into just fighting skill, his strength, his physique, right? So we just transfer. If you want, we can possibly get a 16 strength, so you can be incredibly strong. We'll reduce your intelligence and wisdom all the way to 9 each, and then you could have a 16 strength. How's that? Because you don't need intelligence and wisdom as much as strength. Are you okay with that?
Okay, let's see here.
Or do you prefer the decent intelligence?
Let's see.
Yeah. 9 is the same adjustment as a 12, so you might as well just take 9. So you can have a 16 strength. 9 through 12 is +0.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Alright. We'll do that. You got a 16 strength then, and average intelligence and wisdom, which you don't need anyway. And you're incredibly quick as well. Your constitution's a little low, so your character might be a bit smaller or frail. It's okay. Next, you're going to roll a d8 for hit points. So go ahead, /roll space 1d8. Oh wait, actually, you gotta pick a class. That's right, my bad. Were you okay with playing a fighter, or did you want to be a thief?
Yes.
Fighter?
No, I wanted to be a fighter.
Alright, yeah. So then it's definitely a d8 for hit points, which you scored a 7, but you got a -1 penalty due to the low constitution, so 6. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah, it's pretty good still, actually. Let's see. 3d6 is next for your starting funds, starting money. Looks like you're from another old school server. I'm assuming you kind of have some experience with OD&D already.
Yeah, I played Acme.
You played what?
Acme.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh nice. Yeah, the
Acme
whole set.
basic.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. Yep.
And I played 2E and I was in the army also.
Nice, nice. Very good. I'm about to get out of the Marine Corps soon.
Okay.
I've got like just like under a year left now. Let's see.
Okay, yeah. That must feel good.
What was your MOS in the army?
I was 11 hotel at first, and then 11 Mike.
Nice.
I was a tow gunner and mechanized infantry.
Oh, nice, nice.
Thank
I
you for
was
your
a
service.
21 Bravo.
Yeah, we got a lot of military guys here. A lot of them are nerds, I guess.
Yeah, I was a MP out of Fort Lost in the Woods, Missouri, and then Fort Bliss, El Paso, Texas.
Fort Bliss, that must have been nice.
Yeah, better than
Fort
fucking Lost in the Woods. In my opinion, anyways.
Alright, let's get you some gear. So we've got 9 coppers. First thing you might want is some weapons
Well,
and
I
armor.
got Yevlev rolled 9. I rolled 11.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Misread it. Okay, you got 11. Nice. So if you
That's
want,
okay.
go into the combat rules section. You can scroll up a bit. You'll see the armor listings. First thing you're going to probably want is some armor and maybe some weapons. Weapons are pretty much more important early on since funding is low at level 1. So armor's kind of expensive.
Okay.
Do you kind of have an
Well,
idea of
let's see
what you
what
want?
we got.
Or- yeah, you can have a look. Go ahead. Here's just some ideas on my screen for weapons.
Okay. So I got 11. So. Okay. What's the armor? So I only got copper pieces?
Yeah, you've got 11 coppers.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang.
I recommend you get a spear and shield or a longbow.
You're issued a helmet and a set of clothes.
Oh.
So you already got 10 coppers worth of gear. On top of 11. So, which is up to you to spend.
Okay. All right. The spear. What's the spear do?
Spear is 3 copper.
Oh, does it do D6?
It does.
Thanks.
In our game, it does a d6, and it has an optional of a d8 in 2 hands. It's a house rule option here. So if you're gonna use a spear in 2 hands, you get a d8 instead.
Okay, a spear is 3. Yeah. All right. When I get some money, I'm gonna get a long sword.
Sounds
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll go with
Spear?
spear and shield.
The shield is 5 copper.
Alright, you can get both. It's just all your funds, almost. I do recommend one of your items, you should get it slung. If you get it slung, you can just wear it. So that way you don't have to drop it in case you don't want to use it. So usually most crew members, they sling their shields. That way they can just wear it on their back if they don't want to equip the shield, right? Is that fine with you? It's just 1 extra copper. As
Yes,
for your...
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then for now, just your spear won't be slung. It's just standard spear. So it's good for throwing, good for holding. If you don't need it, you just drop it and pick it up later. Let's see. Alright. You're down to... or that should be all your funds almost, I think. You had 11 coppers, so this is 6 plus 3. Actually, you got 2 left. We can actually sling your spear too if you want. Yeah, if we do that, then you don't ever have to worry about losing your gear. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, in that case, you have 1 copper left. And the last one, I could recommend some supplies or tools to you. Let's see. What you can afford. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you recommend?
I'm going to recommend you either get a 50-foot rope that you can coil around your body, or a bag of sorts, like either a pouch on your belt or a knapsack, which is just a sack, right, that you can wear on around you. So yeah, sack or a pouch.
I'll get the
knapsack. Yeah, sounds good. So sack and knapsack's pretty much the same. It's just we call it knapsack because a knapsack is something you can wear, whereas a sack you can't wear it, right? You have to carry it by hand. So we'll see. Same price though.
All right.
Let's see.
Yes.
Right. Okay, you're good to go. One last step is to choose your character's name. So you can choose it, but if you don't know any names, we also have the option of generating a name randomly with the chart.
Okay, I'll just be curious.
What was that, Bruce?
No, Tiberios.
Oh, Tiberios, your player name? That sounds good.
Yes.
Tiberios. Alright, thank you. Sit tight for now. I'll have to help the others get ready. But before I let you go, do you have any other questions or concerns? You're pretty much ready to go.
Yes, I think I got it.
Got it. Nice.
I hope I live enough
Yeah.
gain some get some money and get some good gear.
Yeah, you've got a good chance. You got a 6 hit point fighter, so let's see. Alright, Alpha, you're next. You gonna play as Alfred or someone else?
Alfred.
Sounds good. Just a moment. Okay, so as Alfred, what do you need to prepare?
I'm gonna buy a scroll of light.
Okay. 20 coppers. You're down to 2. Do you want to heal up? It costs 1.
Yeah, I'll heal up using 1 copper, and then I'll buy bandages with the last one.
Sounds good.
And then to heal up, I roll what? 1d3?
You're good. The minimum is that you heal is 2 anyway, so you don't even have to roll. Because you got a +1 from Constitution, right? So you're good.
Yeah. Perfect. And then I rolled up a retainer.
Okay. Scores?
Scores are 10, 15, 11, 7, 11, 16.
Alright. And class?
Magic user.
Nice. And then hit points?
Hit points is 2.
Did you roll 2 or did you roll 4?
I rolled 2.
Okay, very well. Let's see. 36 for money. What'd you get?
10.
Okay. And then spells. Do you want Dungeon Master Chosen or random or something else?
Dungeon Master Chosen.
Alright, read magic and sleep then. And then you've got 7 left. How would you like to spend it?
And I repaid. That's for the spellbook, right? That I paid for.
Yeah, I already purchased it for you. You start with 10. You're at 7.
If I can, because I went into the list of items, but I can't see the weapons. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I moved them all to the
I see
combat
everything
rules.
else,
So
In combat
moved them
rules.
where?
Yeah, I moved all of it to combat rules. Yeah, the weapons and armor is in combat rules now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. It's like
I
the
was
first.
like, what the fuck? Am I not seeing it?
Yeah, it's been moved.
No, you're not. It's not there.
Yeah, obviously. Let's go. I have 7 coppers left.
Yep.
I will buy a short sword.
Okay. That's a total of 6 then.
Yeah. And then I will buy a I'll buy a sling.
Okay. You won't feel to fire any stones readily, at least, because you don't have a pouch for stones. Is that okay?
That's fine. I just picked them off the ground.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna see if I can hire Frederick, Samuel, and Charles.
All right. First, one more thing. What's this guy's name?
His name is gonna be Eric.
Eric. All right.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do for your other guys, we're gonna do a loyalty check instead. So just gonna see if they stay loyal to you, right? And we'll continue working for you. So what was the first one? What was the first one you want to hire?
Frederick.
Frederick. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. This record's not being pulled up or something.
Oh god, he's looking. He's found something.
When did you create Frederick? Do you remember?
I don't. But I had him when he was pulling the log with Charles and Samuel.
You're certain his name was Frederick? Let's see.
Let me go to the character reports. Oh, yeah, I guess what would be reports. I might have the name mixed up. Let me see here. Alfred.
I looked up Frederick and nothing came up. Let's see.
Let me see. I'm looking real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we could do. Oh, sorry, Thomas. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, I looked up Frederick and nothing pulled up. So I was like, what the?
How do you get Frederick out of Thomas?
I don't know, bitch. Leave me alone. I'm tired, right?
Okay,
I'm
so
talking my baby. He's
Thomas.
listening.
Let me do a loyalty check. Within your morale score. So yeah, he's in. And then what's next? Who was it? Who else did you want to hire?
It was Charles.
Okay, let me see. Charles. Within your morale score. So yeah, it's good.
And then Samuel.
Samuel!
Alright, let's see. Yep, all of them accepted are still loyal to you.
Hell yeah, boys. I got my 3 fighters and my magic user.
Your retinue. Nice. Entire
That's it. That's it for me.
Alright, let's see. Honestly, you're next. You want to play as SCHWANZ still?
Yep.
Sounds good.
And I want to hire on AMBAF and SHOSA.
Okay, first, do you have any preparations for SCHWANZ?
I like to sell my longbow and get a compound bow.
Okay.
Not compound, composition bow.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so I'll just reduce the price by 2 coppers. Therefore, you only have to pay 5.
That's fine.
And you paid from your banked notes. So you're at 24 in the bank.
Yep.
Alright. What is next?
That should be it. Wait, no, restock on arrows. I shot like 7 arrows last game.
Alright, thank you for your honesty. Let's see. Yeah, how many you want to buy? Just 7, right?
Yes, the masterwork arrows.
So 24.
I put those 3.
Yeah.
I put those 3 arrows in my cart and then get 10 masterwork arrows.
Let's see. Alright. Sounds good. So put these 3 in the cart and get 10 masterwork arrows.
Yep.
Okay. So you have to pay 11, so you're down to let's see, 13. Yeah, 13 in the bank.
Yeah. I'd like to hire on my 2 retainers, AMBAF and SHOSA.
Let's see. Was your character was here in the last expedition, right? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah, SHOSA was.
SCHWANZ was there too? Right. Okay, I think I have a mistake here. 1 second. Let me try to correct it.
And MBAF should be at the camp.
Okay. Maybe I just put your money in the bank immediately, actually. Let me double check. Curious records. Oh yeah, that does make sense. Okay, never mind. Okay, I accidentally put the money you earned for the last game into your bank instead. I was like wondering, where did your money go?
That's not possible. There is no bank.
Alright, so sorry, after the masterwork arrows, let's see, let me put these in your cards as well. Just a second.
Oh.
Alright, it was
Well,
30. Okay, what's next after the arrows you purchased?
Hiring on my retainers. SHOSA and MBAF.
Sasha accepts. MF accepts too.
Okay. And I rolled up a new character as well.
Oh, it's a SHOSA?
I got.
SHOSA.
No, I rolled up a new character like a few minutes ago.
Alright, just a second. The one that you said was Sosha, not SHOSA, right? Or was it Sasha?
Yeah. It's SHOSA. Same
SHOSA.
thing.
Okay. No, because, yeah, I spelled it wrong, I think. That's why. Let's see. SHOSA, and then you said AMBAF, right?
MBAF, yep.
Alright. Do you know if either of them have any anything to prepare?
Nope.
Okay. I think SHOSA, she's gonna bank her money then, at the least.
Yeah.
Alright. You're hiring on a new character. Alright, let me grab a sheet.
Yeah.
What's his name?
5 strength.
Or, sorry, what's his scores?
5 strength, 15, 8, 14, 7, 8.
Alright, class.
I want to do cleric, but I want to put. What score do you need to be cleric?
Wisdom. So we can lower the intelligence by 2 to get 9 at wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Or lower, maybe.
That should be fine for now. As long as you have average wisdom. You should probably keep the 13 intelligence for that +1 bonus, just in case.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Next you're gonna do hit points, 1d6. What'd you get?
I got a. Let's find it. I got 4.
Okay, -1, so 3.
I got,
Due to your low constitution.
wait, it's a 1d6, right? I rolled it earlier and I accidentally rolled a 1d6.
That's correct. Yeah,
Not
1d6s.
Not 1d6, 1d4. So do you want me to re-roll that or no?
Oh yeah, re-roll it then if you roll the wrong hit die.
Okay, so let's roll 1d6. 3.
Alright. Unfortunate. Alright. Let's see. 3d6 for money.
I got a. Where is it? Fuck. I got 11.
Alright. And then what gear besides the symbol?
Longbow and arrows.
Alright, just a moment. Okay, so 6 plus 3 is
Oh,
9.
we
2
got-
coppers left. Anything else?
3 coppers left. I
2
can
coppers.
get
2.
a dagger cheap of that.
No, you just got 2 left.
2 copper. Okay, fine.
Yes.
How much is a knife and sheath?
Knife is 2 coppers, so maybe you can get a small knife in a sheath. Or a light
That's
knife.
fine. Yeah.
The difference between a small and a light knife is a light knife is the same size as the normal knife, but it's lightweight, versus a small knife is half the size of a normal knife, but it's the same, thickness and weight, basically. So,
I'm
do all
taking a
these
light knife.
light knife.
The
Okay.
light knife would do the same damage as a normal knife, right?
The light knife will do half damage. The small knife will do the same damage, but it's a lot shorter of reach, right? So it's good to the hands.
That's fine.
Yeah, makes sense. So
Yeah. I'm not really gonna be using that at range like where I need it anyway, so
yeah, you're
Keep it
probably just
back
gonna
up.
use it for cutting things, cutting strings. So lightweight knife and
Yeah.
sheath. Right, good to go. What's his name?
old school.
Nice. Okay. See what we get today. Either a goofy name or a cool name. It's always random. Alright, we got 94-3, so that's first part is laugh. And
Laugh?
yeah, LAF. Second part of his name is gonna be 682. So that is go. His name is LAFGO. So LAFGO the
LAFGO.
Acolyte.
Yep.
Okay.
You got me too, by the way.
Oh nice. Yeah. We'll help you get ready in a bit. You're a bit late, but it's okay, brother. We're still getting ready. Let's see. Honestly. Alright. Let's see who's next. It's gonna be Yevyev, right? You need to roll a new one.
Mizu. No, Mizu.
No, you're next, right? Because Mitu joined late, so he has to go last. That's usually how we can do it, right?
Oh,
Even waiting your
alright.
turn.
So
So you're supposed to go
yeah,
next.
I rolled a new one.
Right. So, ability scores?
10 strength, 12, 12, 12, 9, 12.
10, 12, 12, 12, 9, 12. Okay. Class?
Dwarf.
Okay.
I rolled a 1d8.
Nice. What'd you get?
Rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8? Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
And then money?
Money is 9.
Okay. And gear?
He will be the heir of Short Hill.
Very well. Let me note this down real quick. Heir of Short Tilt. Alright, one moment. I have to go grab Short Tilt record as well and note it down. Short Tilt.
Also, I'll be playing as RYOKA.
Very well. Just a moment. So we're gonna create this retainer since you started with that, and then we'll get RYOKA in a moment. Alright, so what's your new character's name? Here is
CAUWINE, CAUWINE.
You said CAUW.
And wine. Yeah. CAUWINE.
Wait, one more time. Spell that out.
CAUWINE. Yeah.
CAUWINE. COWINE.
Yeah.
COWINE.
Yeah. CAUWINE, not CAUWINE.
COWINE. All right.
CAUWINE.
All right. Very well. So you already know how I am when it comes to name pronunciation. If it's not spelled a certain way, I'm gonna pronounce it as I see it. So like if it says, to me that looks like CAUWINE, or right.
Okay. CAUWINE.
So if you want
That's
it
fine.
COWINE, then maybe you leave the E out of the end, right? So that looks like CAUWINE to me, or COWINE
Yeah.
maybe.
CAUWINE is fine.
COWINE, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Because yeah, it's hard for me to memorize the exact pronunciation of a name if it's not spelled the way it's supposed to be spelled, right? Or like to be pronounced in
alright.
English at least for me, right? Because that's just too many names for me to fucking or to remember, right? So, sorry. Let's see. Eris
Never
Cohen.
pronounced Young correctly.
Cohen. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, all my characters are from a story.
Very well.
Wandering in.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Let's see. You get to
So-
inherit 20 extra coppers from the experience you accumulated. Right. So 29 on top of the banked coppers. So this is goes down to 0. You inherit 18 from there. So it's 39 and 47. Okay. And then next, he was killed by a trap, but I think his remains were brought back. Let me double check. Do you know if he was recovered? Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so killed by a trap, but it was his corpse was recovered and buried, right? So let's note that. Killed by trap and buried near
Yay.
Kobold caves. Therefore, the gear was inherited. You get to take straight up 22 coppers along with his gear. So that's, and I think his armor and weapons were destroyed, right? Or damaged because they were hit by a grenade. So,
Yeah.
do you still want his armor? Just leave that.
Stop.
It's,
Is there any undamaged ones?
so the spear, arm, and the helmet and the shield all is damaged. The only thing that wasn't damaged that you can take is the pieces, the copper, right? That's fine.
Yeah. Can Cohen loot Salis's body
Cialis?
since it's not damaged? Yeah. It's
No, you can't loot the body that's been already recovered, right? The remains were already, stored away for their next of kin, right?
oh, all right.
Does that make sense? That would be unlawful. That would be a crime, right? Looting them on the scene if someone caught you, right? Sometimes
Yeah,
if someone
so-
catches you and reports it, it could be a crime, right?
All right. So I'll buy a heavy gun, the sun.
Okay. Let me put your sheet away first. Yeah, because that would not be fair, right? Imagine like someone said that about someone else's character. What if someone said that about your character? Like they looted your character out, and then you try to make your next of kin, and like you're like, where did all my gear go? Oh well, this guy looted your corpse, in between adventures or something. That would not be fair, right? So.
That was stealing off of corpses last game.
Yeah, that person. Technically, if you guys wanted to report that, you could have, right? Possibly, could have been counted as theft.
They were
or,
looting in battle as well.
yeah, so it's.
Cassia,
Yeah, you could have.
what's her name?
No, whatever that thief was, you could have reported it or at least talked to the person, because it could be considered a crime. Possibly not a crime though, right? If if it wasn't registered as the gear to be the next of kin, right? Or to be passed on to next of kin. But since the remains of the crew members from the last game were brought back into base, right? Those items would be stored away for the next of kin. But in the field, of course, taking the gear there would not technically be a crime, right? Because once that character died, the gear was just no one's, right? Until But once that adventure ended, that gear became the next. That gear went toward base camp, so that it was to be passed on to the next of kin, right? But yeah, technically, looting the middle of the field is not a direct crime, right? Because technically, you could have just been grabbing gear to improvise or to use it in the field. Doesn't mean you're gonna keep it, maybe, right? Maybe you're gonna pass it on later. So it's technically not a crime to loot someone in the field, although it could be a liability, right? Or if there was nothing that she, you know, she had different reasons, right? Maybe, right? But technically, it's not a crime yet. So
Good.
anyway, but yeah, looting a character's remains that were already brought in and is waiting to be, of course, inherited by their next of kin, that would be a crime, right? So
Indeed.
let's see.
Right.
All right. Anyways, finish rolling up this dwarf then. What do you want to get? You said a heavy gamson.
Yeah. A heavy slang shield. And I upgrade my helmet to a heavy helmet.
Okay. So that is a total of, let's see, five more. Yeah. Okay. You're at 21.
Alright, and I guess a spear. This is long spear.
17.
Alright.
What else?
And torches. And all the accompanying stuff.
What kind of bag do you want?
Oh, what do you recommend? A knapsack?
I
Or
would say a
something that
satchel.
can
It's pretty
easily
good.
be-
So the difference between a
satchel.
knapsack and a backpack and a satchel, the satchel's kind of the middle ground, but the nice part about it is that it hangs at your waist. You can easily access it almost, right? Like
Yeah,
a pouch.
satchels.
So backpack carries the most gear, but you have to wear it on your back. And knapsack, same thing. Carries the least gear, very cheap, but you have to wear it on your back typically, right? So, whereas a satchel hangs around your shoulder, right? So, your neck. Okay.
Satchel and torches.
All right, good to go. Cost was only 4 coppers. You're down to 13. Anything else?
Yeah, bank the remaining copper.
Right.
And can I use 3 of intelligence and 3 of wisdom to make my strength increase by 3?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want that
All right.
half.
Sounds good. Yeah. So typically, per the rules, you have to take 2 from 1 score to raise your prime requisite. But I'm kind of lenient on that. Right. I don't really. I enforce it for the most part. But yeah, technically you can't take 1 from a score from 2 different scores and then raise it. But yeah, again, I'm a little lenient on that because it's just random generation, right? So. But yeah, per the rules, right? It's supposed to be only from 1 score. You can't take 1 from 1 score and 1 from another to raise it by 1, of course, right? Does that make sense? So you can definitely take 2, but not 1, right? So, all right, let's see.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do?
That's all.
Okay. Name? You said it was
CAUWINE, yeah.
CAUWINE, right?
CAUWINE.
CAUWINE.
Wine.
CAUWINE.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Let me get your other character. Was it RYOKA, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna play as RYOKA.
All right.
He's a dwarf too. I have 2 dwarves.
Nice. The dwarven clansman, right? Take revenge against these kobolds. Alright, what do you have to prepare, if anything?
Yeah, he has no money.
Okay, so nothing.
RYOKA.
Alright. You good to go as RYOKA?
Yeah.
Alright, nice. And then, of course, Mitsu. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. let's roll up your next character. Let's see.
Let's do it.
Did you already roll in the chat, the dice rolls channel?
Oh, I have not done
No worries.
dice rolls yet.
Yeah, go ahead and do slash roll space 6 space 3d6.
Okay. Oh, I think I did that wrong.
It's correct, it's just you have to type it out manually so that you're messaging the bot to roll the dice.
There we go. Oh.
Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. Go ahead and roll, or actually, what class do you want? It looks like a magic user or a cleric.
We'll do another magic user.
Sounds good. Roll 1d4 for hit points.
Alright. Okay, it's taking a while.
And roll 3d6 for money as well.
Thank you. No, I just use the online stuff.
Bro, it sounds like your mic is in your ramen.
Yeah, I'm eating it right now. I can't use both hands. 1d4. 1d. What was it? 1d4 for health.
Yep, nice. And then 3d6 for money. You get a +1 bonus to your hit
I
points.
have 3 health. I have 1 health this time.
Yeah, you get a 4 total. Nice. Alright. We're gonna spend 3 of it immediately on a spellbook. And then for your spells, do you want 2 Dungeon Master chosen, 2 random, or 1 of your choice?
Okay, Dungeon Master chosen.
Very well. You're gonna start with Read Magic and Sleep.
Okay.
And then you have 11 copies for anything else you want. What armor and weapons do you want? Or supplies and equipment?
Is it possible to get from Mafu?
Oh yeah, you want to be the heir of Mafu? Let's see.
Yes. This guy will be the heir of Mafu.
Sounds good. Yeah. Just a moment. Okay, so as the heir of Mafu, you receive an extra 10 coppers due to the experience he accumulated during his career. Right, and then of course, you get to inherit some of the gear too, right? Naturally, he was killed, he was shot in the face, his helmet was damaged. His gambeson inheritable, his spellbook is inheritable, along with his copper, right? Everything else would be buried.
Okay, if I take the spellbook, do I get the 2 magics inside the spellbook? Would that happen?
Yeah, you will have two spellbooks, and you can use them immediately because you have read magic, right? Without read magic, you wouldn't have been able to use those spells.
Okay, so I'll take the spellbook, the gambeson, and I think I'll take the copper, and if I remember correctly, he has a longbow still, so.
Yep. So you got 2 spellbooks now, right? And then you've got a gambeson. It looks like his longbow was lost. I'm not sure where it went, but he doesn't have it anymore.
Not long though. I think.
Oh yeah, someone might have taken it. That's why.
Oh
Looted
my
it
God,
off your
someone
corpse.
Oh well, at least I
Oh,
still have my my spellbook. Okay, I will buy a shield. What were the other weapons?
So you've got a gambeson, and you've got the copper. So the copper you're also able to inherit that. It's 22. Added to your 21. So you got 43 now.
So,
Nice.
okay, can I get?
You said a shield?
Oh, can I get the Oh yeah, I want a shield and a one-handed crossbow. If that's possible.
Yeah. So the shield. Do you want a heavy shield or a normal one?
I'll take a normal shield.
Right. A slung shield costs 6 coppers. So you're down to 37. And you also said you want a latchet, right? So the total price of a latchet quivering curls is 8 coppers. So you're down to 29.
Can I bank the rest of the copper?
Yeah, just a moment. So slung latchet, quiver, 4 rolls. Okay. Banking the rest of your copper, so 29 is banked. Alright, what's your new character's name?
Okay, MAFI. MAFI.
Mafi? M-A-F-I.
Yep.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. This is gonna be a gimmick.
And then, out of your spells, which one did you want to memorize for today?
Okay, for today, I'll take sleep.
Sounds good. Alright. That should be everyone's preparation. So, thank you guys for your patience. We are done getting ready. We're about to start playing. Before we start...
Can I add another one?
What's up?
For KOWINE, he'll buy a latchet too.
Oh, I see.
Latchet and
You need more
arrows,
time.
long latchet.
Okay.
That's all. No more addition.
Alright, very well. Let's see. One moment. 13 minus 8 is
Turn them all
5,
back.
right? But it's also banked, so
So this is
3.
sorry.
What's up? You have a question?
So this is OD&D from 1974.
Yep, the rules here is BX 1981, OD&D 1974 rulings, with our own house rules as well. The main ruling set we use is BX, and then of course we have some house rules inspired by White Box. So you can check out the house rules section. It's not
Okay.
that big, and our combat rules section. That's the only house rules we've got here, pretty much. In the list of items. So
Cool.
those are all of our house rule channels. Combat rules section for combat, list of items for all the additional items we have in our game, and then of course the house rules itself for like classes and stuff, class changes and all that. All right, I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Take your break. You guys can chit chat here if you want to.
Okay, did
Okay.
is my setup good now? Is my setup good now?
I like how
Okay.
you got a, after I told you to latch it to 3-4.
So who's taking charge?
You wanna?
You know what? I could try
I
to.
mean, I can.
Okay.
I could take point with Alpha, since I was sleep ready.
Okay. Yeah, we can take point, but I'll lead us. So we're gonna be going to the Kobold caves that we've been going to. I
In
just
the north?
forget their fucking.
Oh,
They're in the
oh,
north, right?
Hello, Heart.
Alright.
Okay, so
You can try
wait.
the east or west.
Should we?
The
Hold on,
north.
let me look at the map. Hold on, let me see. No, it's kind of
Yeah.
blurry.
The problem is, in the north we have all the
Okay, so
entrances
there's
sealed
Kobold
up.
caves. Yeah. Oh yeah, because we're at the camp, so the Kobold caves are directly north from us. Yeah, so we're gonna be going to the Kobold caves, and we're gonna be going into the entrance that's on the north side, so we can go in. We can go down south, and then we can try to progress where the fucking the little hallways out with the Kobolds.
Are you talking about the map that I drew?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have that
So-
map too. I have it.
So what's the plan here, Alpha? We go to the north.
So
Then what?
the plan when we get there, the plan is to make sure that the east side is secured, right? So that we're not getting shot from behind, and we're going to push west. We're gonna move the wall that's there, check to make sure there's no traps, and then push the enemy line and deeper into their little fucking hideout. If we can get
How
that
do-
wall.
What do we do with the barricade? Yeah.
Yeah, so with that barricade, we're gonna move it at an angle so that somebody can prod around the corner, right? We'll move the barricade back and then move it at an angle so that somebody can prod the floor to make sure there's no trap. After
Nice.
we do that,
Do we have a
do we have a what?
pole? Maybe a spear is good enough.
There's a pole in my
Yeah,
card.
yeah. Some of my fighters have a spear.
There's a pole in my card.
Okay, he has a pole. Perfect. Yeah, so we'll send. I'll send in one of my retainers that has high hit points, and the shield to you tap the floor with the pole. That way he has cover and he's protected. And then, if there's a trap and it's triggered, then what we can do is, because we have pickaxes. Well, I mean they're 2-foot walls too, so we should be able to fucking climb over them easily. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
So we'll fucking we'll get over them. You know, send our fighters in, and while our fighters are holding off that the front line, your card has a pickaxe too, right? Honestly, you got a pickaxe.
I got a pickaxe. Well, no, the pickaxe is on me right now.
Okay, so then what you'll do is you'll start breaking that fucking cobblestone wall down with your pickaxe.
I'll probably get one of my retainers to do that. I'm not doing it. It's
Okay. Well, yeah. So I mean, somebody in your house, someone in your house.
In a
We'll
fight,
break that wall down, break the wall down, and then after that we can start moving the barricade forward.
what wall will be broken with the pickaxe?
The kobolds made a cobblestone wall that has like a little arrow slit where they've been shooting stones at us from.
Yeah.
So once that wall's broken down, then we can start moving our barricade forward, and our range attack people can start shooting at the enemies. I have a scroll of light that I'm going to cast, not right away, but as soon as we go into the dungeon, I'm gonna cast it on my armor.
I don't think you can do that. You can't cast it on your armor, but you can probably cast it on an object.
You can cast it on, yeah, my armor is an object.
An object, is it not?
Yeah,
no, armor
is an object.
Actually, so.
But it's still considered an object. If I take my armor off, it's an object.
I mean, when he has,
I've seen people cast it. I've seen people cast it on a necklace. A necklace is an object,
Yeah,
and then you put it on.
wait,
They're casting it on like an amulet, you know.
Is there
Yeah,
anyone
but
here,
that's.
is there anyone else here with a shield?
I have a shield as well.
Also, my
character-
mechanic.
If you wanted, I could take up front. You could cast it on my shield, and then I could cast sleep afterwards.
Well, if you're gonna be casting sleep, no. If you're gonna be casting sleep, I don't want you in the front because if you get hit, your spell will fizz out.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's better if you're behind our shield guys. You know.
Right, yeah.
So
We have two shield dwarves.
Yeah, what we can do 2 lines of shields and then have our magic users in 3rd rank, because I have a magic user retainer as well, that can cast sleep. So we can have our 2 magic users in 3rd rank.
All right. So how do we move the wall? Do we remove it? Yeah. Do we remove it from the cave?
No. We're not taking it out of the cave. We're gonna move it back, to get it out
to the cave.
Essentially, we're moving it backwards to get it out of the blast area. Essentially, right? Like if there's a trap, we want to get it out of that blast zone so it doesn't take damage.
Okay.
And after that, we'll have our fighters push in, clear whatever kobolds are there to the west, and if there's any. And then while our fighters are doing that, taking down the cobblestone wall, we'll hold the line. After that cobblestone wall is broken down, we can move the barricade forward. We'll have our fighters fall back. We'll start moving the barricade forward, and then our spellcasters will have cover so that they'll be able to see, because the wall has like little
Right,
fucking.
how hard do we push the wall?
The air splits in the wall.
We're gonna push the wall. Literally, we're pushing the wall in all the way to the edge of
The main entrance.
Yeah, so the main into the big wide open area.
All right, gentlemen, your break is over. We're gonna get started now.
Okay.
So, Last we left off, your party, of course, was somewhat successful at the Kobold Caves again. I believe we managed to, the last crew managed to kill 17 kobolds and secure the entry tunnel with mantlets at the cost of a few, right? So, not too bad. Today, of course, the situation is your party gathers here at the North Kobold Cave with reinforcements. Your crew led by, or consisting of a decent amount of characters. We've got from House Alpha, Alfred the Acolyte, Thomas the Veteran, Charles the Veteran, Samuel the Veteran, and Eric the Medium. From House Tiberos, we have Tiberos the Veteran, and from House Honestly, we have SCHWANZ the Second Acolyte, SHOSA the Veteran, AMBAF the Veteran, and LAFGO the Acolyte. From House Yev, we've got Dwarf Veteran RYOKA and Dwarf Veteran CAUWINE, right? And from House Mitsu, we have MAFI the Medium. Alright, so a pretty good sized crew, right? And yeah, you're standing outside the cave. It's another full day in September. I think it's currently September 8th already, right? So, first week of September is already passed, right? We're on the second week now. Gathering outside the cave. What's your party's plan today? Do you want to continue to campaign against the kobolds here at the North Cave or something else?
We're going to continue our campaign against the kobolds to the north.
Very well. For those who are new to the scenario or the campaign, basically, you're a band of adventurers who are campaigning against a kobold cave. There's many other places you might campaign against, but most recently, most of our crew is focusing their efforts against the kobold caves. You're all from the base town of Down for the most part, and within the kingdom of Inkland, right? So, you ventured north into the kobold regions. Back then, these plains used to belong to the men and the dwarves, right? However, they were lost to the kobolds, who are these small wicked dogmen that emerged from the underground and began killing and slaughtering the settlers, right? Drove them away back into our town, back into the dwarf mountains, right? And of course that meant that the town of Down, the kingdom of Iceland, alongside the dwarves, declared war against these kobolds and have sent soldiers, mercenaries, and adventurers alike to clear them out of the lands. They have been driven all the way back to the lair, the Kobold Caves, right? Which are within a grassy range of hills out here in the open fields. This grassland out here, once a peaceful land, now a war zone, right? Your crew is helping to finish the war effort by clearing the caves of kobolds for good. We have to kill all kobolds, right? And you're paid by the head. You're here because you're adventurers, your job is to hunt monsters and treasures, and currently there's a very good bounty placed on the kobold's head. Typically in peacetime, kobolds are still nuisance and they're valued at 5 coppers, but because we're currently at wartime with them, the bounty is doubled due to the high threat that they have posed to the town of Down and the need for them to be killed and exterminated. Therefore, you're getting paid double, right? Which is 10 coppers per head. Okay, it's pretty good reward, right, for the risk. And most of our crew has been doing pretty decent at hunting these guys down and getting paid. By the way, for those who don't know, like the labor cost or economy out here, basically a single copper piece is like a day's wage, right? So you can get paid 10 days wage for a single kill, right? You're all expected to get at least 2 kills before you die, right? A couple is level 0. You're all level 1, right? So, let's see. The plan is to continue hunting them. We'll get to the small scale map and begin exploration of the position. Exploration assumes your crew is going to be carefully observing, moving, and mapping as you advance, right? Therefore, most importantly, mapping. Without mapping, I cannot draw a map for your crew. Typically, you're allowed to draw your own map of the situation, so you always have an idea of what's going on, right? But at the same time, as your dungeon master, I'll provide a general idea of the mapping, right, or the situation by mapping as long as you choose to move at the exploration rate, which is very slow actually. So here we have the small scale map to begin tracking your crew's movement, right, and combat scenarios and such. More importantly now, the first step is to get your tokens on the board, right? So if you are returning, we're just going to go down the list and make sure we have all the tokens we need for this expedition, starting with Alfred. We've got Alfred here, our C1. Do you want to use the Morningstar still or something else?
I'm going to have him do... Yeah, the
Morningstar. That's it, right? Very well. And let's see. For Thomas, he's a new one.
You equipped him with the heavy shield too, right?
No, I didn't hear you say that. You want a heavy shield?
Yeah, Morningstar and Heavy Shield.
Alright. Next up is your fighter Thomas. This one's a new one, right?
Longbow.
Longbow? Okay.
Yeah.
See, Thomas, fighter. Alright. Knocked, and you want an arrow knocked, right?
Yeah.
So two-handed, very well. Next is Charles. This is a returning character.
Charles will have a longbow as well. He's not a new character.
Okay, he should have a token somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, found him. You said he's using his longbow.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So we got two longbow men. We got the one shield or one infantry. Let's see. Next is Samuel. What is he gonna
Samuel
use?
is should have a thing as well.
Yeah.
And he'll do a heavy shield and slung.
You said heavy shield and slung spear? Okay.
Yep.
Alright. So we got two melee, two range or missiles. Next is Eric, your medium. He's new, I think.
He'll have his sword out and he'll have sleep memorized. And yeah, he's Eric's new.
Okay. Eric. He said he's using his shield,
Sword and
or
sword
sling
and sleep.
Sleep. Okay. So a free hand, right? Let's see.
Yep.
Alright, so he's ready to go. Just moving up into the ranks with a sword in hand. Alright. Next is Tibero. You're new as well. So for your first time, I'll let you pick your token. If you see a token you like, just let me know and I'll grab it for you. Based on the rolling column, or yeah.
All right. Oh, I have one I made on Hero boards. I'll send it to you.
So the tokens, they only use these tokens pretty much. Black and white, hand drawn, old school style art for the tokens. If that's all, yeah. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? You gotta pick the one you want on this listing. Unless your token that you've got is one of these kind. Yeah, we only use black and white tokens.
Okay. You got one that's kind of Roman looking?
Roman looking? How about is this one here? Or this one here? Right, the Legionnaires.
thinking
Okay, yeah. Byzantine, but that's all right.
Right. Let's see. Spear and shield, or do you want to use sling and shield?
I guess since I don't have any armor, I'll start with sling and shield. Well, I have a spear and a sling, do I?
Right. Oh wait, no, never mind. You don't have a sling. You have a long spear. That's right. Forgot.
Oh,
No, it's different. Yeah,
okay,
so it's spear and shield.
Alright, I'll use the spear.
Alright, you'll be a footman. Melee. Okay, let's see. Schwanz, you're next. Same quick load, or do you want to switch it up? I think you have a longbow equipped at the moment. Arrow not.
No, I have a
Compo now?
composition bow. I want to
Compo.
knock an arrow.
Composite bow. Good to go.
Yes.
Alright, next is SHOSA. One of your retainers, right?
Spear and shield.
Nice. Okay, and then AMBAF.
Spear and shield.
He should be. There should be a token for him.
Well, was he killed in action?
No, that
No?
was the other one.
Oh yeah, I found him.
Shaldre.
Spear and shield, you said?
Experience shield.
Alright, next
I
is
should have
LAFGO.
another cleric.
Is the longbowman, right?
Yeah, longbowman. All my clerics are ranged.
Sounds good. And then RYOKA.
Very old.
Heavy shield and spear?
No, heavy
No.
shield and torch. He gets the torch from CAUWINE.
Okay. CAUWINE dwarf.
CAUWINE doesn't have an L.
Oh, it's just CAUWINE.
Yeah.
CAUWINE.
Thanks.
CAUWINE.
He has a heavy shield and latchet. That already has an arrow.
Very well. As in for MAFI, do you want to use your latchet as well? Latchet and shield or something else? MAFI.
Okay, so I'm gonna use shield and I'm gonna have a free hand for sleep.
Sounds good.
I think I'm gonna be in 3rd rank.
Very well. So, the party has taken the time to carefully prepare their crew, equip and load up, and make ready, right, for the exploration of the North Cave. The North Cave entrance is secure. It's currently of course has been guarded by some of the crews in reserve, right? Today we have maybe a few of them just on guard, right, on shift. Nothing to report at this time, right? The entrance is secure. Let's see, yeah, so a few guys were in there holding the mantlet positions. Let's see, I'll check if everything is good, actually. Yeah, so to start the day, the position is secure. Nothing to report. The enemy have yet to advance, right? And we have yet to continue pushing. But the mantlet position is secure up ahead as you guys make your way down into the entry tunnel. So the entry tunnel again into the cave is about 10 feet wide, continues 20 feet toward the south. West of it is a 10 foot wide mantlet. East of it is a 5 foot wide mantlet. Both mantlets cover the continuing tunnels, one to the west, one to the east. The eastern one, of course, is just a narrow crack that leads through a narrow tunnel and into a wider tunnel, right? And toward the west, from what we last mapped, a very short tunnel blocked off by cobblestone walls, 2 foot long or 2 foot tall cobblestone wall that blocks off the continuation of the tunnel southward, right? So again, position secure. Who wants to lead the way in?
I will.
Alfred, okay.
Yeah, and I'll have
Wine.
Oh, there's also a mount. You forgot about my mount.
Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't forget, but you didn't report it up to me, so just didn't. Okay. See your mounts here. Do you plan to bring inside?
No.
RYOKA has a torch. Use RYOKA.
Yeah. So RYOKA, you're gonna help lead the way. Nice torchbearer. All right. Second
and
rank.
then I'll have Samuel in front of RYOKA.
Is that right, RYOKA? RYOKA was trying to get to the front, Alfred.
Oh yeah.
No, so he's gonna be in the front, but I'm gonna have him in front of him, so he's gonna be like, because he's gonna be our prodder.
Oh, I see. So you guys are second rank, and Samuel's on the low end first.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Who's following. Is just falling? The crew's just falling at this point.
Yeah, I'll have
I'm
Thomas
gonna
and
be-
Charles.
KOWINE is in the third round.
KOWINE third rank. Sure.
Always.
Is that
La-
fine?
Me
Since
and
you're-
LAFGO are gonna be in the back, like last rank.
Okay. So everyone fill in, but preferably
I'll
SCHWANZ
be
and
in the
LAFGO at the
second
rear.
rank.
Alright, the new guy, right? TIBERIOS prefers second rank, but ALFRED and RYOKA are second rank at the moment. Do you want to be first rank?
He can take my place in second rank.
Oh.
Or yeah, he can go front. Yeah, there you go.
Is that
I'm sorry.
and
I-
then-
you want to take second if ALFRED wants to go to the front?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then for third rank, can I switch out Charles with Eric? So I have a magic user.
Eric. Did we forget to put Eric on the board? Let's see.
I thought you. I
Oh.
could have sworn you added him.
Right here. Is this Eric?
Yeah, that should be Eric.
Yeah, I just forgot to put his name. Yeah, that is. I think that is him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With the short sword. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have him in third rank, so that way he has sleep. Yeah, and then I'll. Yep, perfect.
Actually, wait. I'm also third rank. Could you put me up beside Eric?
I think CAUWINE specified he wants to be third.
Okay,
So
yeah,
we have a
so-
conflict of interest. The crew is debating outside,
He's
right?
a villain.
Who should be where?
What?
I would put Thomas and right next to Charles.
KOWINE is a melee. He's the third wave.
All right. So we seem to have a disagreement. What do we want to do?
It's fine. You can leave the ranks like that. MAFI can stay in fourth rank. That's fine.
Alright, it's fine with me. It's fine with me.
Alfred, what about putting Thomas up there with Charles? So AMBAF can go right there.
Yeah. That's perfect. I'll switch Thomas next to Charles in the back flank.
All right. So
I'm
Thomas
put
and
AMBAF right there with SHOSA. Yep.
Mafia.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Right.
And then we'll head in.
You make your way down the 20-foot tunnel toward the mantlets. The position, of course, is secure and clear. So you manage to get all the way there, prodding the floor carefully just in case. But
Okay.
at that point, how would you want to continue?
At this point, I'm gonna cast. Can I cast light on my armor?
Yeah, the light scroll. You want to cast it against your armor?
Yeah.
Okay. Bear in mind, if your armor changes shape for whatever reason, the spell may be, cancelled, right? It may end. So if someone damaged or blew up your armor, right, or you take it off and take it apart, right, the spell would be dispelled, right? That way you wouldn't have two, of course, sources of light. You would just have zero. Makes sense?
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah, players asked about that in the past. They said, "Can I cast light on a quiver so that all my arrows will have light?" And no, it doesn't work that way, right? If you take the arrow out, actually, the spell would be, if the quiver changes shape in any form, well, the target that you cast it on changed shape, right? Then of course you'll lose the spell. Yeah, you cast on your armor, but
Okay.
it might not be the safest bet, right? So if that armor gets destroyed or taken apart,
Well, let me see. Let me see what I have then on my person.
so that doesn't really change shape. Is what you what is preferred for the spell's target, like a holy symbol, for example.
Oh, there.
Okay, I'll cast it on my holy symbol.
Okay. So you got the magical light. It is nice bright light on your person for 30 feet. Okay, so Alfred is lit up magically, so I'll note this down. He's casted light spell.
It should be bright light since it's from a cleric, right?
Yep, 30 feet. So you can see how bright the
Perfect.
area has become, right?
So that way the
As,
kobolds would have a dissipate.
As
right?
Alfred was casting using the light screw at the front. Did anyone else want to do anything from the back? Right.
Nope.
Alright, turn 8, 11. How do we want to proceed?
Okay. I'm gonna have I'm gonna ask CAUWINE and Tiberios to step back, so that Samuel can step back, and then that way I can move the Pavis on the west side at an angle, so that Samuel can prod the floor in front of it.
Very well. Yeah, so
Okay.
very well. So the crew has been asked to fall back.
I'll do as he asks.
Sounds good, Tibero. And anyone object? RYOKA, are you on board with that? Do you want to fall back or something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then CAUWINE is falling back at this point. Everyone, the whole crew is kind of falling back. Speak up if you don't want to fall back. And you want to keep the choke point, I guess, or keep your crew from advancing. Let's see. But for the most part, the crew is falling back. And what angle do you want to pull the mantlet back?
I'm gonna pull the mantlet back from the north side towards the south, towards the east. Sorry.
Okay, very well.
Yeah. So yeah. So yep.
Okay.
And then I'll have no. So I'm gonna do it. Alfred's gonna do it, and then I'm gonna have Samuel prod the front. So Samuel's gonna move back a little bit so I can angle it, and then I'll have him prod the other side of the wall.
Alright, so you're gonna pull it back and he's gonna prod ahead as it opens.
Yes.
Alright, so Samuel began to turn the mantlet, right? And let's see if there's any reaction or any changes from the other side. And check. So far it's clear. And then reaction from the enemy position. And uncertain, neutral, undecided. So Samuel opens it up, right? We can see the enemy position to the west. 2 foot tall cobblestone walls, no enemies in sight. Although the enemies are listed on your map, those positions are incorrect, right? So this is what your crew maps. So what Samuel actually sees, he reports no enemies in sight, right? Whether because they're gone or because they're behind cover, we're not 100% certain, right? So, let's see. I'm just gonna remove all the maps so there's no confusion. But, let's see.
Oh.
Like this. Right. Fuck. Like this stupid map. Whatever.
He said, "Fuck it."
Right, so yeah, they're not listed on the map anymore because you're updating your map as you go when you're mapping, and they're not on the position.
Perfect.
Let's see. He prods that floor ahead, it's clear, no booby traps. At least none that he can detect
perfect.
with the 10-foot pole, right? That he prods.
Yeah.
There was a yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna have him step forward towards the wall, and I'm gonna see if honestly can send in his retainer with the pickaxe to start breaking the cobblestone wall down.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, this tunnel is a cave tunnel, but something important to note is that it reeks of blood, right? It stinks in here, so. Let me annotate this. A filthy, or yeah, blood covered tunnel, right? Of course the blood is dry, but it stinks in here, right? It smells of death, right? Let's see.
As it should.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath, right, from the other day. So Samuel carefully makes his way toward the wall, prods the position, right, shield in front of him. And you're asking him to tear the wall down, or what did you say?
I'm gonna have him move up to the wall, and then I'm gonna call back to SCHWANZ and have him send his retainer pickaxe.
All right.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while Samuel is pushing forward and Alfred is making a statement from back here or an order, the rest of you have a chance to take an action naturally. So, of course, one at a time, please. Try not to speak over each other. But for turn 8,
Okay.
8-12, anyone want to take an action?
I want to give my pickaxe to AMBAF. And AMBAF will put away his spear and shield.
Alright, just a moment.
I'll
Sorry, just 1 second. Let's see.
okay.
Just gotta take note of that real quick. So Sean's transferring gear to AMBAF. Pickaxe, right?
Pickaxe.
So for AMBAF, one of your guys.
Yep.
Alright, so as was it? Where's he? As SCHWANZ?
AMBAF.
Where's SCHWANZ?
Right there.
Oh, back here.
He's in the back.
Sorry.
If-
As SCHWANZ is passing gear off to AMBAF, I heard Tibero wanted to try something for 8-12.
Well, I'll
RYOKA.
just
One at a
I'll
time, please.
stand
It's Tibero's
behind
turn.
Alfred and to lend him support if he gets attacked.
Sounds good. Alright, and then Yev, you were gonna say something.
RYOKA orders CAUWINE to get the pickaxe from AMBAF, or to get the pickaxe.
No. We already got. So
Try to avoid
gave the pickaxe to
micromanaging if
AMBAF.
possible,
And
right?
give it
It's a lot of different transfers, but I understand you might want CAUWINE to do it, but we gotta be decisive.
So do not move. So
RYOKA
we
wants
don't need to move,
CAUWINE to
just
take the
transfer
pickaxe. SCHWANZ, of course, denies the request. Do you still want to deny it,
Yeah,
SCHWANZ? You guys want to contest each
Yeah.
other?
and he orders CAUWINE to give it to RYOKA, to give it to me, I guess.
you don't have the pickaxe.
Okay, so there's a conflict of interest. So you guys are at a disagreement. So how are you gonna solve this? With force? With discussion?
You know what? Honestly, just let him pass it up. Just let him pass it up so he can get in there.
I take it from AMBAF hands and gave it to KOBOLD.
Okay. Yeah, you're just like shaking your head, like, all right, here you go. So someone's gotta disagree or agree, but we can't continue until we have a, agreement, right, or resolve the issue. So, all right, so yeah, we're gonna transfer the gear again from AMBAF to RYOKA eventually, right? Because CAUWINE's gonna send it up to RYOKA. RYOKA, if this is sent up to you, what are you gonna put away to
Yeah.
hold it? Because your hands are filled.
The torch.
Okay.
The torch.
So you're just gonna drop it?
Yeah.
Okay. We still got the magical light. Let's see. And in reaction to this, of course, MF can bring out his gear again, which was what was it? Spear and shield.
Yep.
Was that a heavy shield or a normal shield?
I think it was a normal shield.
Okay, thank you. RYOKA, you've got heavy shield and pickaxe equipped.
Yeah.
Right. And let me annotate the change of gear. But yeah, we move at the rate of our slowest crew members.
Something medium.
Pickaxe. Okay, RYOKA receives the pickaxe. Let's take note of that. Alright, gear's been passed off. Anyone else wanted to take an action for 8-12? We're about to hit 8-13. Okay.
I want to go back to my rear position by LAFGO. LAFGO.
Okay, so for 8-12,
I'll move to the east wall to make room for Ryokov to pass through.
right?
Go.
Then, yeah, so from 8-12 to 8-13, RYOKA was receiving a pickaxe. SCHWANZ, you were passing the pickaxe forward. 8:13 to 8:14, you can begin taking your second action, but one action per turn. So, anyone else take an action for 8:12 to 8:13? Just double checking.
No.
Alright. Let's see.
I'm sure I can get us killed.
So Samuel moved out to a position, and he's noticing the enemy's position behind the wall. Right, they are waiting behind the wall. So he like steps back. It's like, hey, they're right there. Right, they're right behind the wall. Right. As the enemy is still kind of peeking from behind the wall, but they don't seem to want to attack yet. They're holding the position behind the wall. Right.
Maybe this is negotiable.
Okay, so Samuel reports, he sees them right behind the wall, or he hears them, right? He like backs up, says, Alfred, right? As you guys are busy passing gear around, he's like, Alfred, they're right behind the wall, right? Alfred, do you have a response to this?
Can I ask him how many he sees?
He can't see them. He just hears them behind the wall, right? You can kind of see them through the hole here, maybe like an arm or leg, right? That like quickly hides away behind the wall. But they're completely covered by the wall, and he can kind of see overhead. It's only a 2-foot tall wall, right? So he still walking. He can kind of see the tops of their heads and backed up.
Okay. Is he able to like make out how many tops of the heads he sees?
So at least 2, or 4, right? Two behind each wall. It's like, I think there's 4 of them up ahead, sir. Right? He backs up.
Okay. I'm gonna call for a couple of fighters with shields to push in, and we'll just have them jump over the wall and engage so we can break it down. And I will be going with them as well.
All right. So for 8:13 to 8:14, Alfred sent a command right up to the ranks. He's like, "Get me some fighters up here, right?" And
I'll send up AMBAF and SHOSA.
Okay. So we gotta clear some distance. So you're up here giving orders to your men. You didn't fall back because you stated you wanted to fall back, but you already took an action. So for this round, you're not gonna fall back yet. Then it sounds like, right? You're gonna stay up on the side of the formation and give orders to your men. So yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
AMBAF is moving up. Sosha's moving up, right? So if you guys want to stay in their way, by the way, for whatever reason, but it's assumed that you're gonna step out of their way, right? So they can advance. But for whatever reason, if any of you want to block their advance, just let me know, right? For whatever reason. As they're advancing from 8:13 to 8:14, anyone else want to take an action for 8:13 to 8:14?
I'll be there in support.
Just hold the position?
I'm not heavily armored, but I will.
Yeah.
I will,
Sounds good.
be there to attack.
Drops the pickaxe and uses a shield. Uses a spear. Since we're attacking now.
Okay.
And commands CAUWINE to come too, since he's a melee.
Wait, hold up. Let me first take note of the pickaxe action you want to make. Okay. Decide to switch your gear out this turn. As you're switching out your gear. Just a second. So as RYOKA is switching his gear, he's providing orders to his men. What did he say?
Or CAUWINE to come to and charge.
You told CAUWINE to charge?
Charge with him. No, like follow him.
Oh, to move up, to advance. Okay. Alright, I heard from another player. That was.
I wanna move
MAFI.
MAFI up with the party.
Move up. Okay. So you're advancing with the crew, but it looks like AMBAF is up ahead at the moment, and it's a very tight space here, right? Squeezing. If you're squeezing through a tight space, you can't take any action. You're busy squeezing your arms or pressed against you, right? So he squeezes into this opening. It's a very tight tunnel here, and Samuel's just holding the line steadily. From 8:13 to 8:14, we'll have guys on the scene, right? Let's see. It's very tight, so Samuel's forced to step forward so AMBAF can get up there. And then SHOSA, and then CAUWINE, right? Or should it be MAFI or CAUWINE first? So CAUWINE's
I'll
like,
let CAUWINE first.
you want CAUWINE go first? Okay. Alright, anyone else was taking an action from 813 to 814? Last chance. Very well. 814 now. So we're at 814. Back to Alfred. What's your next move?
I'm gonna ask Samuel to step the southwest part of the wall.
Stab at it?
No, to move to it.
Oh, step
To
toward it?
make room for the others to fall in.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna make a loyalty check to see if he's brave enough to advance against the enemy line on his own. He's holding the line and he's having trouble wanting to advance. He's like, sir, I'm not feeling comfortable about this, right? So he responds. How do you react to that? He's declining your order, or he's refusing the order. You want to switch him out with AMBAF, maybe?
Why is a loyalty roll being made right now?
You told him to advance into the position, but he's feeling scared, right? He's taking a risky action right now, right? So because of the risky action he's taking, it could cost his life. He had to make a loyalty check, and he failed the loyalty check. So he's refusing your order. He's scared. He's shaking, right?
Okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna push the barricade completely up against the south wall to make more room.
Okay, very well. Anyone else want to take an action for 814 to 815? Right. Right now we're in open discussion. No one else? Okay. Very well. So yeah, Alfred's the only one taking action from 814 to 815 so that the crew can advance. He's trying to just push the mantlet up against the wall, make space for the crew. Alright. Yep, Alfred, you pushed it into the wall. AMBAF there's a lot more space now, right? Yep. Okay. It's 8:15 now. What's our next move, Alfred?
Okay, now I'm gonna push in with Samuel so he's not fucking scared.
Okay. Yep, it's possible. So you're moving up. The crew is advancing. Tibero, are you advancing or you're gonna hold the entry?
I'm gonna advance.
You're gonna advance? Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. And SCHWANZ, do you have orders for the rest of the crew? Or are you gonna hold a position outside with bow and arrow? They can create a firing line in case
Tell
we
the
have to withdraw.
archer to hold and knock an arrow.
Sounds good. Yeah. Alright, Eric is just hanging out here. Yeah. Maybe you can move up. Or you'll stay back here. Alright. The guardsmen have fallen back. You guys are in charge of this operation currently. They're on the side. Their main job is to, of course, defend if possible, but at no cost, but at all cost, mainly, of course, as guardsmen is to, defend the position and report up if the challenge is too dangerous, but at no means will they try to die for the position, right? That's up to actively adventuring crew members. Let's see. Okay, so, yeah, your crew advanced into the tunnel for the most part, and at this point, Alfred, you're moving forward with Samuel into the wall. You're gonna leap over the wall. It's a 2-foot wall, so it is jumpable.
We're gonna try to push it down. Fuck it.
Slam into it. Just kick it in.
Yeah.
All right. So you go in there to kick it. You just 5-foot charge forward, and just kick at the stone wall into whatever's behind it. Right. You order Samuel to do the same, right? Let's see.
Yes, I do.
You're gonna make another loyalty check. You're doing it, but maybe he's not brave enough still. You're doing it, and as you take a step forward, Samuel's not moving. He's being disloyal. You wanna stop doing it and, punish him or something?
I mean, if I...
You wanna do it by yourself? You're about to step forward. You're like, Samuel, all right, let's kick this wall down. And you take a step forward. He doesn't move at all.
I'm gonna keep doing it and fucking tell him to do it.
And he's like, sir,
Or
there's
else
got to
he's
be
not
a
getting
safer
effect.
way to take the position, right? And you kick at the wall anyway. Do a force doors check, 1d6.
Okay. Three.
3. Nice. What's your strength?
I don't know, and it's
Okay, we can double check. 8 strength. Alfred's kind of physically weak. He's a skinny boy. He kicks at the wall, right, and doesn't feel the wall shake too much. But as he steps forward and kicks at the wall, the enemies immediately just stand upright. They're 3 feet tall, and they like grab on the wall, right? And you see that in their hand is a lit grenade, each of them, right? So they climb the wall, right? And boom, they all explode at once, right? So it's a small grenade, a light grenade, but light grenades deal 1d8 damage only, not 2d8.
Can I put my
but they're
shield
5
up to
counters.
block it?
You could, but it's armor piercing, right? Does nothing against it. So they blow up the position for 48 damage. Each of them have a 5 copper piece grenade in their hand, right? That they lit behind the wall. So they blow up the position for 48 damage. They die, of course, they're suicide bombers. But let's see. Your character takes 11 damage. That's survivable for higher level characters, but not for Alfred. Okay, Alfred died. He blew up on the position. Samuel had his shield in front of him, but there was nothing we could do. We lost our captain, right? Alfred is killed in action. Okay, from here, for the remainder of the expedition, Alpha, you can choose which character will take command of your retinue, and they have to make a loyalty check to see.
Samuel, since he's a fighter.
Alright, he's gonna do a loyalty check. 6. He's willing to take command, right? Despite him being disloyal to Alfred, he's not disloyal to the rest of Alfred's retinue, and is willing to take command.
So then could I take over as him?
Yep, you're now Samuel. Now you can make a dangerous decision if you want. But Samuel did not want to make a dangerous decision during his time as an NPC. He was scared, right? And there was good reason to be scared. Alfred kicked at the wall and then exploded, right? This happened many times in the past to many of the first guys to push, right? So he's seen it before. He's got that PTSD, right? So, all right.
So then does that destroy the wall since they used a lot of explosives?
Yeah, the wall is collapsed, right? So that's fine. It's just cobblestone rubble now, right? Let me change it. So it's a 1 foot tall cobblestone rubble pile now. Cobblestone rubble. But it's cleared at least, right? So the position's clear.
Okay,
right?
perfect.
Yeah, it's the enemy are dead.
I'm gonna move the pavalis, the wall, forward.
As Samuel, what's your next move? You want to move the mantlet? Try to pull it, turn it?
Yeah, I'm gonna move the mantlet forward.
Okay, so he's grabbing the mantlet and trying to pull it into the tunnel, right? This is a difficult task when people are in the way. So if he wants to do that, we have to fall back, right? Is the crew willing to fall back so that Samuel can pull the wall? The handle is, of course, toward us. So the crew is starting to fall back.
That's what he wants us to do, yeah.
Right. And no one declined the order. No one refused the order. Right. They all fall back. So your crew is falling back. And you guys don't fall back too far, just enough so that you can let him pull it, right? Pull the mantlet. And reposition it toward the tunnel to the west. As he's in the middle of pulling it, enemy reinforcements arrive naturally, right? So it's in the middle of pulling it, we got enemies moving to position to fire, right? So filling in from the tunnel to the south. So how to strategy, right? Alright, so they're pulling up, right? The enemies are pulling up, moving into position. Samuel, as you're pulling the mantlet forward and your crew is falling back, you're like halfway in the middle of like trying to pull this thing and angle it toward the enemy, right? The enemies are pulling up and they're about to get into position to fire, right? So you want to keep trying to move the mantlet under fire, or do you want to just fall back or something else?
I'm gonna so if they would have moved back, I would have been I wouldn't have been in front, mantlet. I would have been behind it.
Yeah.
That
you have to pull it.
Yeah.
You have to pull it at an angle.
I would have
right?
angled it the other way though.
Well, it's got the handle toward the north, right? So he's pulling it kind of toward the east, so that the wall is facing toward the west. Makes sense? Or were you trying to pull it the other way? Like, which direction were you falling back? Because you
I
grab
was trying to
the
pull
you
the.
grab the handle, right? Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me.
Yes, I would have pulled the east.
Pull it toward the east.
The handle from the east and pulled it up to the north.
Right. So you would try to spin it, angle it, but you need to fall back more. Right. Pull it first, re-angle it. But he was in the middle of doing that, as he has cover against some of them, but no cover against maybe one or two. Right. So he's gonna finish pulling the mantlet under fire. Right. While the rest of the crew fell back. Is that fine?
I'll grab the torch.
You want to grab the torch, Tibero? So to grab it, you have to
Yeah.
you have to sling one of your weapons. Your weapons are slung, so you're able to just grab it. But you have to choose which weapon you just let go of, right? The shield or the spear.
All right, I'll sling my spear.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
I'll pass it off. I'll pass the torch off as soon as I can.
Okay.
And get my spear back out.
Sounds good. So Tibero is picking up that torch at the moment, as he just slung the spear without, and then quickly tries to grab the torch. And Samuel, right, as soon as someone attacks, we're gonna move into combat. And combat is by 10-second turns instead of minute turns. So combat begins as soon as the enemy open fire or we attack, and they're opening fire. Samuel's in the middle of moving that mantlet, and we had a safe way to advance, right? We were not in combat, but then they engaged the combat, right? They attack a position. Two of the enemies fire on Samuel. So let's see if he gets hit while he's trying to turn that mantlet. While he's turning the mantlet, by the way, it requires two hands to pull, right? So he had to drop his spear and shield toward the east, right? So he's the only protection is the mantlet.
Well, they have slings. They're slung, so he would just have them hanging off him.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, they're slung items. So he's just the shield's hanging on him, the spear's hanging right at his side, and the enemy's firing. The shield can provide some passive protection, right, if it's worn against the enemy side, along with his body armor, if he has any body armor. Body armor is very effective against missiles. It's decently effective against melee, and no effect against grappling actually, or grenades in this case. Let's see. All right, so our Samuel. Let's see if he can survive enemy fire. He only has a heavy helmet, gambeson, and a slung heavy shield. Enemies open fire. First round of shots, 13-9. He survived the enemy fire. And is able to reposition the mantlet. Right. So he turned the mantlet completely toward the west, and then from there you can start pushing it forward. Right. In his next move. But he received enemy fire.
Okay, perfect.
I guess in your next move as Samuel, you want to start pushing the mantlet forward?
Yeah, I'm gonna start pushing it forward.
Alright, he's pushing it forward. And for the rest of the crew, for this second round of combat, are we all just advancing? Or are we going to hold the tunnel?
Yeah, that's it.
Advance?
The archers are waiting.
Yeah,
I'll
archers hold the
advance.
line. Yep, Tibero, you're advancing. Oh wait, Tibero, you want to pass the torch off? Right. Who wants to take it?
No, I'll throw it at one
I'll
of
throw
the
it.
kobolds as soon as I'm able to.
Very well. Yeah, so you'll carry it in there. Bear in mind, we got a 10-foot tall mantlet, so 10 foot wide, roughly 10 foot tall. It's roughly 10 by 10, not exactly maybe. But nothing can really be thrown or fired past it if it's covering the tunnel. So when you get up there, maybe if they turn the mantlet again or something, or if there's an opening, you will fire. But you will realize when you get up there that the tunnel is completely blocked off by a 10-foot wall due to the mantlet. Right?
That's fine. I'll throw it when I can.
Yeah, good to go. Alright, the rest of the crew just advanced, right? And combat is disengaged. The enemy stopped firing, right? Realized that the wall is in the way. We have no idea what they're doing now, right? So unknown enemy position now. So take them off the map. Just so you guys don't think that they're there, because they're not. They could be there, they could not be there, but right, we don't. It's a fog of war. We don't know their exact positions. Last known position of ALFRED remained the same, and the dead kobolds, right? Samuel's pushing that wall forward. Okay. So we are an hour and 45 minutes in. I just realized we're past halftime break, so let's take a halftime break. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Take a break, please. Yeah.
Fucking grenades. Fuck.
I mean, it is what it is. What I'm gonna do is when I get, I'm gonna turn the mantlet sideways so we can drag his body back to us and get it out of here.
Yeah.
And then whatever kobolds are there, even though we didn't kill them, they still count as kills. And it was shrapnel grenades, so we'll get their bodies out too, so we can get some bounty from them.
No, we're still they're still there when we.
No, the dead ones. There's 4 dead ones.
Yeah, but we don't immediately focus on retrieving the body. Let's focus on charging them.
Well, no, so while I'm moving the wall, because we have a lot of guys in the back, as we're moving forward, we can move those bodies out. You know?
Yeah, but
If it's fine,
the
we're keeping
but
the
if
archers
we
outside of
but
the cave.
if we keep pushing the mantlet, the rubble from the previous wall will block it. I think that's what the DM will do.
Well, no, so it's 1 foot high. So if I have another person come up, we push it over, you know.
Oh,
and these
alright.
mantlets have like
Alright,
like
so
a tire mechanism on the bottom. So if we angle it, we can like literally wheel it over. That's how they're moved.
nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so we move the mantlet to the south, and the enemy start firing at us. What do we do next?
After we move it to the south, I can angle it, so we can get a torch in there, and kind of see what's in there. And then what I could do is I'll move it out of that little crevice where that corner's at. I'll move it 10 feet forward, so we have like a little funnel, essentially, and we can have our guys start flooding in. We'll have our people with shields in the front rush in, and then we'll have our magic user behind the shields, so he can cast sleep as soon as he sees them.
Alright. Of
Yeah,
course,
that's a good idea.
Tiberios will throw the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I can do that.
Alright.
So Alpha, are you good with me keeping the archers outside? So if the kobolds, if all of you die and the kobolds start coming outside, we have a shooting line.
Yeah. I mean, we can have a couple of archers come in, so we have some range shooting back. Because essentially, if we get into the open area, we're gonna need them.
No, CAUWINE is enough for like a range, and he can switch between range and melee. He has a slung latchet and slung spear.
You can dual wield the latchet and the hand axe. I've done it.
Yeah.
Would it be possible for me to move up? Because my sleep is ready.
No, you stay in third rank because you don't have to be in the front to cast sleep. You just have to see the enemy.
Yeah.
So as long as we get light in there.
Can I find a way to get closer at least, so that I can see what to cast?
You're the second
You'll be able to
sleep.
see him a bit.
MAFI will cast sleep first, then you switch position with him. Is that fine?
We could cast. I'll cast sleep into there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were Eric. My bad.
No, Eric's in the back with the archers.
Yeah, Eric's my retainer.
Eric's our second sleep.
He's our reserve sleeper.
Yeah. Yeah. So RYOKA will help. No, he will not help move the barricade.
We can move RYOKA to help, so that what's his name? Tiberios can also move in closer, and then I can get a good angle on the entrance.
That wall's knocked down. Just rush it.
Yeah. After you throw the torch, if we see that my sleep has put a lot of them down, we can rush.
Tiberius will move south a bit, then throw the torch.
Yeah, Tiberius.
All right, gentlemen.
Then MAFI will be in.
Your break is over.
And
Let's get back into it. So last we left off, the situation was it Samuel was advancing the Mantlet forward, right, as the crew carefully followed him westward, right? He comes across a stoppage, right? The tunnel's ceiling is maybe 8 to 10 feet from the floor, right? So At times, it's having a hard time continuing forward, but when he gets to Alfred's corpse, it can no longer advance. If it were, he would have to roll it over Alfred, but then it might get stuck in the wall at that point, right? So he's now
No, so as soon as I get to Alfred's body, I'm gonna angle it so we can get his body out of the way.
very well. So you're gonna pull it back toward the north, pull the south side of it toward the north.
Yes.
Okay, so SHOSA would have to fall back. So at this point, yeah, Samuel's trying to pull this thing back toward the northeast. So unless anyone is against it, SHOSA's gonna fall back a little bit. The crew's gonna fall back a little bit. He's gonna do that. Re-angle it. Anyone else want to take an action from 818 to 819?
Nope, just holding our shots with the archers.
RYOKA prepares for fire, I guess.
Alright, how much of an angle do you want to turn it? Do you want to turn it completely east to west, or do you want to keep a slanted,
Slanted angle just enough to get his body through.
And RYOKA, when he sees he can fit through it, will advance.
He's turning the mantlet,
to the
but
right.
it's almost impossible, I think, physically, unless it was turned 180 degrees east to west. If he does that though,
Yeah,
it will no longer provide enemy
we'll do east
cover.
to west.
East to west is the only way, right? So if he turns it, the enemy beyond the mantlet will be able to see us and fire if they're there, right? So you guys can get into position, I suppose, before he does that. Who do we want to back up Samuel as he is moving this thing?
RYOKA.
RYOKA's up there. Anyone else? Is it Tibero or SHOSA?
SHOSA will ready her shield and put her her spear in front.
Okay. So Tibero will fall back.
I'll get ready to throw the torch when.
Oh yeah, when it's
I
open.
can.
Yeah, sounds good. Alright. So yeah, Samuel's moving back. He's pulling that mantlet kind of northeast, and then he's in the middle of turning the mantlet forward, opening the position up for enemy fire. And we're gonna roll to see if the enemy can hold the position and continue firing, despite us advancing. So basically, if I pass on the morale check, they're gonna hold the position and continue firing. If they fail the morale check, they're gonna give up the position, right? Fall back. So looks like they gave up the position. Yeah, who knows why?
Yes.
Right? So they gave up the position for whatever reason, right? That, yeah, they fell back. It looks like, and so Samuel's able to, open up that space, and then if RYOKA wants, he can move up to the west and get Alfred, right?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. So you move up to Alfred, and anyone else want to take an action between 818 to...
Samuel will move up and get the kobolds' bodies and throw them back on the side.
Okay, so he's moving up as well, toward the kobold remains.
I'll move up next to SHOSA.
Move up to SHOSA? Okay, yeah, so Tibero steps to the side a little bit. Oh yeah, Tibero, you're throwing that torch over there, right? So.
Alright, you guys still want the torch?
Torch the position?
No, hold on to the torch.
Hold it? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're the
I'll
light
hold
bearer.
on to the torch.
Yeah, being a light bearer is
Alright.
important.
Alright, so yeah, Samuel's
Yeah, I
moving
know.
up to the position. RYOKA's going on to Alfred. And RYOKA, of course, you have your sling and shield slung. You just grab onto Alfred and start dragging him out, right? Okay, so when you get to the position, right, as you grab onto him, Kobold comes jumping out from the corner, right, with a fused grenade, right? Just running toward you, screaming, right, like a suicide bomber, right? He's just like, right, and just running at you, right? Samuel, you were moving up to get a kobold, and then explodes, right? Boom, right? So he just had it short fuse, or waiting. He was cooking the grenade, right? Waiting behind the corner as he got up there. Dead bodies attract more dead bodies, right? So he runs over there, right? As they're picking him up. Maybe you grab your shield to defend yourself, but it's a grenade, right? What can you do about it? You immediately take 1d8 damage. Samuel, you got covered though. You're fine. The mantlet covers you. So, but RYOKA took explosive 1d8 damage. Anti-armor, right? So back then I had to do double and then half, of course, if you had armor, but now I just do it, because it's 48 typically, but I did 2d8 for normal grenades. I just canceled out the armor thing and just say that, of course, it's already applied or assumed. So the anti-armor damage would be 1d8 for a small grenade. He did only 1. Alright, he's so sad. It didn't blow up and do much, right? Explode against RYOKA and him, right? He ran over the grenade. Maybe it doesn't even kill him either. So he only has 2 hit points. So he survived. It blew up in his hands, right? Just a small pop in his hand. It's a small grenade, right? Not a normal grenade. It blows up his hand, maybe, right? His hand is like bloody, and RYOKA like gets blasted back. So they both get blasted back for a few feet. But it was a small explosion, small pop in the air, right? Boom, right? He's like staggering back. His hand's all bloody, right? Let's see. RYOKA gets like a few pieces of shrapnel on him, right? Just a nick and 2. The force wasn't very strong. It was just 1 damage. Just a small pop, like a firework almost, right? So it's a loud bang, right? But it's just a few pieces of shrapnel go flying from it. It was a full T grenade, right? Just 1 damage on RYOKA. You survive, you live, right? That was his only weapon. Just a fucking grenade, right? He failed his mission. He's not gonna go to where the kobolds go, right? He's supposed to be a suicide bomber. Failed the job, right? So,
Dwarves are RD.
yeah. You're like, what the fuck, right?
Can,
This dusty, smoky
can I
area.
stab at him with the spear?
Yeah, so Samuel explodes from behind the cover. And then you want to step out and go for a stab, right? Okay,
Yeah.
we're engaged. The rest of the crew, as that's going on. Anyone else want to take an action? No? Very well. So yeah, Samuel's going around the mantlet to stab at the kobold. The kobold, of course, after blowing off his hands almost, right, just kind of leaps at RYOKA with full force, right? Just gonna go right straight, but then RYOKA just stab him to death, right? RYOKA got a spear in hand, just runs the spear through him, right? Samuel, as you round the corner, you're lit up, right? Let's see, taking enemy fire from the south, right? So it's a fog of war. I'm not gonna tell you that. They're not saying, hey, look, we're actually here, right? You don't see them until you see them, right? So, until you move into the position to see them. So, anyway, yeah, Samuel, you like round the corner around the mantlet and you get lit up, right? Stones come hurling toward you. From this angle of fire, just 3 of them at once, right? So there's three shots for the first part, and then you can back up or keep advancing. You keep advancing, you're gonna take more shots. Back up, and you got cover, right? But the initial shot was initial shot grouping was 2 shots actually, 1 weapon malfunction. This guy got a weapon malfunction, right? So, nice. So one of them couldn't actually fire on time, but the other 2 fired on your position. Had little to no effect against your heavy shield. And as you round the corner, the target you thought was going to be there was gone, right? You couldn't see him, you heard him, but he actually charged RYOKA, and RYOKA was able to just stab him to death, right? As long as he can land a hit. So RYOKA, 1d20 to hit the puny kobold that you probably will kill. But
Can
he,
you roll for me?
oh yeah. So for some reason, RYOKA managed to miss. He gave the kobold a chance to kill him. Alright, he died. Okay. Alright, so yeah, he comes charging into your spear, you stab him, you end his misery, right? Maybe he can go to wherever, Kobold Valhalla after dying, right? So, the rest of the crew, do you guys want to take an action or just hold the line for now? As this is happening. Hold, very well. Samuel, back to you, right? So, you've seen all these enemies, did you want to push into them and start stabbing or something else?
Yeah, so before I push into them, I'm gonna yell to the group and I'm gonna say charge. I'm gonna rush in.
Okay, you're like, charge! Right, and you run toward the position, start stabbing at them, right? RYOKA, do you want to rush the position? Take the enemy position?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I scream to charge too.
Right, so it's a brave charge of the team now, right? We're going in hot. TIBERIOS, is it time to charge? You want to grab your spear and rush forward? Take the day. Or this could be death. This could be death.
What am I gonna do with the torch?
You could just drop
Rush
it, I
in with
suppose,
the torch
right?
and throw it.
You can throw the torch, then you can throw it as you're charging and grab your spear right after. You want to do that? On the way in?
Yes.
Alright, so yeah. On the way in, TIBERIOS is charging the position, chucking the torch forward, and then grabbing onto his spear shaft, right? So, we're rushing the position, right? We're going to take the day, maybe, right? Maybe today's the day we win. We'll see. SHOSA is very excited. She's charging forward. MAFI, you want to charge forward too, or something else?
Me too.
Yes, I'll charge. I will move behind TIBERIOS.
TIBERIOS. Okay. AMBAF is rushing the position. CAUWINE is rushing the position. Okay. SCHWANZ, your crew out here, the bowman crew, you just want to hold the position, or do you want to advance? The spearmen are rushing.
No, I'll tell LAFGO to come with me.
Okay.
As we push in those.
Alright, these guys will wait out here. Very well. So, yeah, Samuel rushed the position. You start spearing into their enemy ranks as they're trying to fire. As you step forward, the shooters that did not get a fire are firing now, right? Because now there's a line of fire. They're waiting to get a line of fire. As these guys are loading up their next round of shots, right? Enemy shooters begin firing on Samuel. Neither of them are able to penetrate his heavy shield. He closed the distance and starts spearing right through their ranks. So, do you want to target? You want to do a extra attack? You want to target through two of them?
I'm gonna try to do a kebab.
Okay, very well. Give me 2 d20s as you spear the line. We might actually win today. We'll see.
I got a 14 and a nat 1, but I'm gonna do the chosen roll in the
Choice roll? Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead and use your choice roll then. It's another roll. You get to pick between them. Alright. So, yeah. That's good. It's better than a nat 1. So if you took the nat 1, you would have definitely lost your spear to them. Possibly. Do you want to use the reroll on that 3?
No, I'll just take the
3. Okay, so 14 with bonuses applied. We'll take the +4 fighting skill to negate their small size penalty, right? Therefore, you're going to hit and you're going to kill more than likely. Because your damage is 2d6 per enemy due to their small size, right? But then, of course, half, so 1d6. So give me 1d6 damage. There is a slight chance you might not kill it. You need 4 damage. You have to roll 1d6. Damn it! All right. So you stab one. That's about it. He gets injured. That's it. For 2 damage. That's the end of Samuel's charge. RYOKA ran in there, right? Rush the position. Do you want to just go? Do you want to rush into the northwest and then spear from a distance, or do you want to charge and close the distance, spearing through them?
I go in between those two choices. I go
For the northwest.
a medium distance and spear them. No, a medium distance and spear them.
Give me a number: 5 feet, 10 feet, or right on them. Keep in mind the spear is long, so if you're too close, you might not be able to use the spear properly. Right.
Oh yeah, So
you wanna? I would recommend you move to the northwest. That way you can let others in as well, right?
All right, northwest.
If you want to be super optimal, you might just rush the northwest over here and stab to the south so that the other crew can just keep pushing in.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. That's a good idea. North.
So as Samuel keeps them occupied, right? You like file in. He's like in the middle of stabbing away. You come around from behind, and you stab toward the south, right? So, 1d20, please. They got 10 feet reach. Yeah. All right. It's 11. You got a fighting skill bonus, so +4 to hit. Negates the enemy's small size penalty, so just 11 to hit. And strength. What's your strength, RYOKA?
11.
Okay.
I
think you're about to miss, unfortunately. Yeah. So you stab to miss. Right. This guy, after firing a sling and stones, he was as Samuel closed in. Right, they can react, of course, accordingly. They were about to start reloading, but because he closed in, they go for their sidearms, which are like clubs or daggers, right? So he's grabbing his club, right, and you're stabbing at him while he's, pretty vulnerable. But yeah, actually, he's pretty vulnerable. So due to his vulnerability, because he's not armed yet, right? You're running up there. He's in the middle of grabbing his club. Just because of that, you got the hit. Let's see. He's mid grab of his weapon. He's not ready for the melee. Because typically missile guys are vulnerable in melee, right? Let's see, if they don't have melee weapons ready to go. So there's nothing to parry with, right? RYOKA got a stab in there. He's probably going to get a kill because he deals 2d6 damage due to their small size. He got only 2 damage, damn it. Alright, this guy might survive the damage. He survived it. They are sturdy kobolds, right? It's a big kobold here. He takes the hit like a champ, right? He's in the middle of grabbing his club, and then he like blocks with his hand. The spear goes through his hand, right? Like but he doesn't die from it. Shosa charged the position as well, right? She got up there with the spear line, and she moved into a position. These are collapsed, right? So I'm just gonna do that to give a better idea. Okay, so here, just walk right through. She stabs from an angle, right? She goes for 2 of them possibly. All right, so her first roll is 19, second is 10. She's gonna get 1 kill, right? So she is flanking, so that might actually help. As they are in the middle of switching to melee, so actually it's 2 kills, yeah. So they're like holding the line. This guy's having a weapon malfunction, right? He fucking dropped his sling on the ground in the middle of the firing line, right? He like threw his sling forward, the whole thing. So he's like trying to pick it up, and while he's trying to pick it up, at Samuel's feet, he gets stabbed through and into this guy as well. And SHOSA shish kebab these 2, right? She killed him, right? So from the flank, this guy was in the middle. Right after firing his sling, he like went for his dagger on his belt, right? His little belt, and it's just tucked away against his scaly leg. Right, and then TIBERIOS ran in there as well, got an angle on an enemy with his spear and shield after throwing his torch forward into the tunnel. So let's see, TIBERIOS, you got spear and shield. Go ahead and roll 1d20 in the dice rolls chat. See how you do. I'm trying to get your first kill in the game, your first blood.
Yes. With this little prick.
You've got a good chance to win, but we'll see. This guy's switching weapon right now. Ah, damn it. All right.
Well,
Yeah, +2 from strength. It's a +4 from fighting skill, but the -4 from the small size. Yeah, unfortunately, TIBERIOS, when he got up there, he saw an enemy switching weapons, and maybe you were just too excited. You thrust at him, and he just kind of stepped back, right? And you just missed by a few inches, right? You thrust, you pull back. You thought you hit him, but it was a miss. It just went. It's just short of him a few inches, right? Something like that happened. TIBERIOS ended up missing the position as he thrust his first thrust at the enemy, right? Made his first thrust against the enemy. Okay. Unfortunate. Your first stab was a miss. Okay. MAFI, you ran up there too to the position. You can't see the enemy yet, but once you can begin casting sleep or whatever, right? AMBAF ran up there. There's no room for him to attack yet. CAUWINE ran up there. SCHWANZ went up there. No line of fire quite yet. Yeah. Did you want to be toward the north or toward the south, SCHWANZ?
I can go to the south.
Alright. LAFGO is right behind you. So the combat's going pretty decently well. The enemies have to make a morale check in the following round before they can continue fighting. They lost half of their numbers in the front. They have only suffered casualties, whereas we have suffered 0 so far in this current combat. Alright. They broke morale. They're on the retreat. So the enemies in their front are beginning to turn tail, right? Giving us the opportunity to just stab them dead. Right? So to make it easy on us though, it sounds like your front line is just gonna full charge, spear charge, right? Is that fine? Anyone want to do anything differently?
Yes.
Do I have a line of sight on the kobolds in front of them?
Not yet. But when you do, I'll let you start doing something, like cast a spell. Because you got a whole mantlet right now blocking your view. And then after that, you're going to have a bunch of men blocking your view, right? Bunch of frontliners blocking your view of the kobolds. But soon, if we can get into the open ground, you might have a visual on them. You can launch your magic. Anyway, so to declare the party's actions, right? So that it's a little quicker, you're just going to charge into melee. Is this fine? Any objections? Very well. So you run them down, right? The enemies are on the retreat, right? So this guy's on the retreat, right? They're on the retreat, all of them, right? So this shooter's here on the retreat. They're withdrawing the position, right? They're giving it up. So as they retreat, our spear line charges them, right? And basically, auto kills. We're not gonna even roll. Okay, so as long as you have one target. So Samuel, RYOKA, little to no chance of failure. Rush the position, kill their enemies, right? Stab them no mercy, right? Just stab them dead, you know, twist the spear on them and pull out, right? So you can charge the next one. SHOSA did the same, right? So just charge the position, right? Tibero got up there. Unfortunately, there was not enough space for him to continue. But yeah, the whole crew was trying to advance the position.
Oh, by the way, can I pick up the torch as we run in?
Sure, yeah. On their way in, you can grab it. So the enemies ran as fast as they could. They did a full sprint, and these guys get out. They don't get to, you know, they escape. They did a full sprint because you guys did a move and attack, so that means max 20 feet, and then attack. But they did a full sprint. They were on the retreat. They weren't in melee, so they did 60 feet. So those guys, you can't chase them down. They got away for sure, right? But congratulations, you finally retook the tunnel, and now you can begin exploration of the cave, right? Okay. By the way, we are 2 hours and 10 minutes in, so we still got about 50 minutes maximum to continue. Alright, guys, want to take a break and enjoy your victory for a moment? Loot up, secure the position, loot up, or you want to continue forward?
We'll continue forward, and then we'll hold the line right. Bodies out.
Okay.
Out on the.
So their front line can hold the line, right? They're carefully advanced into a massive cave with stalagmites to the southeast, and what looks like a cave pool to the west. There's just a cave or a pond there, right? Let's see. Let me annotate. This is a dirty pond of water, right? It's just water that trickled in from the cave entrance and then ends up flowing down to this, right? Little pool. Dirty cave pond, right? It's full of algae, full of dirt. Stalagmites to the southeast. Copper pieces of copper just sitting among the stalagmites. 300. Right. So the crew is advancing. They can begin looting the kobolds, right, of their weapons and of their heads, which are the valuables on these weak enemies.
No,
right?
Instead of looting them in here, we'll have them. We'll have a couple guys run their bodies out.
Oh,
so that guys outside can loot them.
Oh yeah, very good. What about you do like yeah, you just line up and just pass them outside, right? Do a little, what's it called?
Like a chain.
Yeah.
A chain.
Oh, factory line or whatever. Assembly line. Yeah. Pass them all out.
And we'll have the guys outside help them, obviously. Yeah.
Transport them out of the cave. So yeah, just file them all out. You can loot them later. Completely loot them later. So not waste too much time looting, right? Same with ALFRED. You'll carry him out, pass him outside.
Yeah.
His remains and everything. Oh yeah, who wanted the torch? It was
I would.
Oh wait, that reminds
Tell
me. I
someone.
did pick up. I
Mafi
think I
was the
did pick up the torch.
We'll give it to Mafi.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
you hold a
Mafi did.
torch, there's gonna be double radius.
TIBERIOS picks up the torch. He said. I think.
No, I think it was
Ooh,
Mafi.
more like. Alright.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
was
rules
me.
has
I
to
said I'd
spear.
pick it up.
I'll move forward, by the way.
Alright, we did assembly line of the kobolds out of the cave. Nice.
Good.
Good progress today, gentlemen.
Stupid mutts.
Only
And
took
now,
us
and then
like
since
10
we're
sessions.
here guarding, we'll have them move the wall forward.
Sounds good. Yeah. So the mantlet, LAFGO can start pushing it from back here with the help of SCHWANZ.
Yep.
Yeah. You can try to roll it over the rubble. The rubble is 1 foot tall. You're gonna be forceful. We're not in combat, so you don't have to roll. Right?
Yep.
Just forcefully roll it through the rubble and continue toward the south. Alright, the rest of the crew is able to continue forward after the loot has been dropped off outside. And the guardsmen can keep an eye on your loot. Okay. Alright. Congratulations. You made it into the cave. Where did our light go? Let's see.
That was
body
on.
was our
That was
left.
Alfred's body. It was
Yeah,
on his shield.
we moved the
Oh yeah,
glowing
that's
body
why.
outside.
I was like,
so
Or
what
no,
the
it
fuck
was not
got
on his
dark?
shield. It was on his holy symbol.
armor. It was on his body.
All right.
Yeah.
No,
Is
it
the
was on his holy
duration of
symbol.
that spell anyway? Was
Oh
it?
no, yeah, it was on my holy symbol. Can we get the holy
It was on his
symbol?
holy symbol.
Okay. Yeah, let's put that on so we get the magical light. I was like wondering why it got so dark.
I'll pick up. Samuel will pick up
You
the whole.
can-
Samuel would have put the holy symbol on himself.
All right. Yeah. You
Yeah.
put it your captain's symbol around your neck.
Hooray.
Let's see.
It's gonna be the party insignia, just a fucking cross.
Bruh, we're gonna have a banner with the fucking holy symbol on it.
Yeah, fucking
gonna be
Samuel
our banner.
Yep.
disobeyed his captain
Yep.
and
The holy
survived.
crusade.
And then, yeah, looted his captain of a symbol. Maybe in memory of him or something, I'm not sure. Or in spite. He's like,
Yeah, in memory. Fight.
you fool. Charge to your death. Let's see. Right.
He said, "I'm gonna let you die, and then I'm gonna take your stuff." Yeah.
Well, I mean, the symbol, it's not really a major offense, I think. This is, yeah,
Yeah, it's only like
melting.
1 copper, right?
3 coppers, yeah. So,
3 copper. Okay.
I'm sure that Samuel's
bad.
ready to pass on his gear to his next of kin. His,
You need to put it on Samuel.
yeah.
Yep.
This guy. Alright. There it is.
Nice.
And now he's got the magical
Okay.
light.
And then you can. Yep. Perfect.
And it should only last for an
Yeah.
hour, I think. Based on the rules set.
Is it possible to get a dagger that is a holy symbol as well?
It's not, I mean, what do you mean? Like, in the shape of a holy symbol?
Yeah, it would have like a solid sheath for it, so you could hold it.
So, what separates, a dagger from a holy symbol is that the symbol is a crucifix, right? So, it could be the shape of the dagger could be in the shape of a holy symbol, but it's not going to count as a holy symbol. It's got to be an actual crucifix. It's a crucifix. It's made of silver. The standard crucifix made of silver in the game, right? It's handheld, and it has to be a cross. It can't be anything else, right? So a dagger is not a cross. Right?
But it would be like the cross, like it had a cross guard on it, and
It can be
if you
designed, yeah.
If you make a sheath for it,
Yeah,
if you make a sheath for it that's solid, you can hold it.
possibly, right? But again, right? I don't think it might look like a symbol, but there's specifications for it to count as a symbol. Specifics, right?
Oh.
So if that's the case, right, then your fingers could become a holy symbol, or some sticks could, right? So it's only certain. So the symbols are able to turn on death because they are the exact shape it has to be. They've been blessed. They are inscripted, right, with probably some runes, making them also holy. So there's a separation for sure, distinguishing, right, features that make it a true holy symbol, right? A dagger is not an actual, it would not count as a symbol in the terms of being able to turn on dead, right? Typically.
Right, so we push the barricade.
Plus, that would be heresy possibly too, right? I mean, it's a weapon versus a
Oh shit! I tried.
crucifix is not a weapon, right? It is a symbol. Let's see. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We would turn the barricade south to face south north. That way, it's not blocking.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck right now, so we gotta angle it to get it in.
Yeah.
All right. So the crew is
And
getting that.
everyone pushes.
Yeah, they're trying to push it forward. The crew is advancing into the chamber. Which way do we want to explore? South, southeast, or east?
We'll go south a little bit. And then Samuel would be prodding the floor to make sure that there's no traps or like quicksand or anything in there.
I gotta do the one-way monster checks. I forgot to do that. Let's do. Every even round or every even turn was a check, and then every round of combat was a check. All right, we're clear. We're in the clear. No signs of monsters at the moment. Sorry.
Okay.
What did you say before I cut you off?
I wanted to prod the floor right there by the stalagmites to make sure that it doesn't skin or anything.
Yep, good to go. TMS prodding toward the stalagmites. The position is, let's see. Okay, the position is not clear. Something scurries out of it in our favor, I guess, because it just leaves the position. It looks like giant centipedes. They swarm out of it and make their way to the southeast. Total of 6 giant centipedes make their way southeast into the cracks in the wall. South and east.
Oh shit.
That's 3 XP.
Okay,
This
so
doesn't sound like a good idea.
just a moment.
That's
Let
3
me...
they're gone now.
XP. That's pretty good.
So as they crawl out, yeah, the rest of the crew could take a reaction to that. Just a moment. So this happened as he was prodding, right? You say he prod toward the stalagmites, he prodded toward it, and the centipedes emerged. They start fleeing, right? The position. Let's see. Let me put them on the board. One moment. Where's it? There it is.
Yeah. If we can at least kill 2 of them while the others are fleeing, that's epic.
That's 1 XP for 2.
Depends if we had men ready to attack them, right? With the right weapons. In this case, it would need bow and arrows, possibly. Alright, so yeah, he was like prodding into the stalagmites. Suddenly they start moving southeast, right? Unless we want to charge them, right? As soon as he saw them moving.
No.
No. Alright, we don't have any shooters up here, so there's no reaction that can really have any effect as they sprinted off toward the east, right? Escape the position. So. Alright, also, so let me describe what this cave looks like. I never did that. So, again, as you move in and start mapping the position, it's a large cave. Alright, you're mapping out what you can see from the northwest, right? So, looking toward the south, you have a dirty cave pond 10 feet north to south along the western wall. Toward the southwest, you can see a pile of bones. Past that, further toward the south, there's a mineral vein, rare mineral vein against the wall. The cave that you're entering, by the way, is 30 feet by 30 feet. And then toward the south, there's the cave becomes 20 feet wide east to west and continues south into darkness. Alright, so still along the south wall, along the middle of the south wall into the southeastern corner, there is a chasm. Okay? I should color it just a moment so it looks a little better.
So we push forward south. What do you think, Alpha?
We're gonna push in. Well, I need to make sure that there's no like quicksand or anything by the stalagmites before we move in, and then we'll push in a little more so we can get the pickaxes in here to start collecting the rare mineral and the stalagmites.
No, 1 pickaxe.
Oh, we only have 1.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see if there's anything valuable on the stalagmites if do the mineral.
Yeah. I mean, we could get a few minerals out of there because it's rough has my pickaxe right now. So
yeah.
I'll get it for a few hundred copper, maybe.
Yeah, and there's 300 copper on the floor right there already, anyways. Just
There's
laying
300
there.
copper on the floor?
Yeah, by the stalagmites, bro.
I would. Damn, I didn't hear that. Okay.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Alright, there we go. That's the chasm.
Yep.
Okay. And we got fungi in the southeastern corner. And now against the eastern wall, we have the supply or the encampment. So the armory is along the north wall. It's the Kobold armory. So I'll draw this out. One moment.
Ooh. A few extra copper.
Yeah, possibly. So it is basically the armory consists of a 10-foot by 3-foot shelving unit and carries, of course, their weapons, which consists mainly of small melee weapons, right? and normal size, like hand axes. So it's just a shelf, right, with racks. Or actually, no, we'll just say it's yeah, a shelf with just tons of weapons stacked against or stacked along it, right? So it's a shelving unit, just a ton of weapons. Basically, there's okay, about 400 copper pieces worth of weapons here.
Damn.
When you sell it, it's only worth 200 though.
Yeah.
So 400 copper pieces worth of weapons. So weapons, value that, yeah. These are small weapons, or kobold weapons, so to speak. Kobold weapons. And then valued roughly at 400 copper pieces. Along with that, see.
That's a half value, right?
Yeah, if you sell it. There's
Exactly.
their arsenal of siege equipment on this shelf at the bottom side of the shelf. Siege weapons valued at 500 coppers worth of it. So mostly just consisting of grenades, right? Pots and of grenades.
250.
So siege weapons, 500 coppers worth of it, right? So you could assume it's maybe like just, you know, around. Looks like maybe like maximum 50 or so grenades, more or less, right?
We're taking that for ourselves.
All right, that's the
Yeah.
supply shelf there. Okay, and then our equipment armor rack. Toward the east, we'll have along the eastern wall. It is their food storages. So that is just another shelving unit, kind of, or a crate actually. That they had 3-foot crate full of foodstuffs, right? So, and then hanging along the wall is more foodstuffs, but it's not the foodstuff you might be interested in. It's human remains, right? So limbs and torsos just drying on the wall, right? Hanging on the wall to dry. So that's pretty filthy and disgusting to look at. A wall of human flesh.
Here?
More than likely, they're your crewmates, right? That they were cooking up and drying into rations, right? Human rations. So
Guru.
about maybe 300 pounds of human rations, human flesh rations. So dried human meat, 300 pounds worth of it. It has little to no value to your crew, right? But it's valuable to them, right? Because
So
they eat
3
this.
people. Yeah, it's like 3 people.
Well, it's dried meat, right? So it's more than 3 people possibly. And again, bear in mind, humans, a good chunk of their weight is blood, maybe is bone, a little bit of bone, and of course
It's probably like 7
guts.
or 8.
So it's probably, yeah, maybe a dozen or so different people hanging on that wall, different parts, right? Limbs categorized, torso pieces just nicely and neatly stacked and organized along the hanging along the east wall, right? They have to eat, right? Let's see. It's one of the bare minimum to survival to a base. There's other
let's
foodstuffs.
destroy all their food.
No,
Yes,
we're
they
taking
cannot
this
eat.
place and just holding it.
Foodstuffs here as well. This consists of mainly kobold foodstuffs that aren't human meat. So it's like mushrooms, fungus, bugs, right? So kobold foodstuffs. I don't think you guys want to eat this either, but I mean, last resort, it's better than eating human flesh, right? If you gotta eat a human flesh, you're pretty much
Oh
fucked.
yeah.
Let's see. So the human or the
Destroy
kobold
us
food
if
stuff
they
is
don't have
600 pounds of kobold food stuffs. Right. Let's see. That will feed them for a while, right? Or not 600 pounds, it's 6,000 pounds of kobold food stuffs, about 3 tons right, in the crate, just stacked. There's about 3 crates of foodstuffs. Right. This is their storage, or this is what kept them alive all this time, right?
Not anymore.
All right, but these centipedes, by the way, are gone. Right, they're not there anymore. Just update your map. Okay, so pretty good. And then they just have various pieces and trinkets of copper value just piled in the center of the chamber along the stalagmites.
So back to my question: is the ground around the stalagmite solid, or does it look like a? Because I was poking at it with the spear.
You tapped into it, and it's gravel. It's soft gravel. The rest of the ground in the cave is rock and dirt, right? So the area where the stalagmites are, though, it's wet, and it's like sand mostly. Soft ground. And you stepped into it. So everything else is solid, but where the stalagmites are, it's soft and sandy, right?
Okay, but does my spears like sink in past like the tip, or?
Yeah, it sinks in a good deal. So it might be quicksand, right?
Okay, so we'll leave. We'll leave that 300 copper there.
Copper is too light to sink, right? They're spread out along the sand.
Oh no, you know what? We have the wall with us. We can bring the wall in and lay it on it. Get on that and scoop out the copper. But for now, I'm gonna push south a little bit to light up the area, and to make room for everybody else to come in. And I'm gonna tell everybody to watch their footing by the stalagmites, and I will instruct everybody to start getting their weapons out. So like the weapons, armor, grenades.
Okay. So first, do you want to instruct your crew before you advance then?
Yeah, so I'll instruct the crew. I'll tell them we're gonna file in. We're gonna move wall in. We'll have a couple of guys getting the armor, weapons, grenades out. We'll have 2 guys put the wall down and start getting the copper out of the stalagmites, and then somebody with the pickaxe can move up with us to the mineral and mine it while we guard.
Who had the pickaxe?
One of Honestly's retainers. I forgot which one.
No, I gave it to a dwarf. He's one of the dudes.
It's dropped.
Okay.
In the front.
I'll have in that case I'll have my mage, Eric, run out, get the pickaxe, and then come back in and start mining while we guard him.
All right. So Eric's all the way back here. So we're gonna get that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do the like, I'll pass the message along so that it gets to him. You know, we'll play telephone.
He said he dropped the pickaxe.
Yeah, at the entrance of the cave.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll play telephone and we'll have Eric pick it up.
All right. So it's 1 action per move though. So Samuel, you had a lot of things to say, but let's make sure everyone else has a chance to also take action. So as the main thing Samuel did was he turned around and said, "Hey, let's get ready to advance. Have Eric get that pickaxe, right?" So as he was having you guys send that message up, did anyone else want to take a different action?
Nope.
For turn 831. Okay. Right. Or it's not 831. It's it took a turn to map the position, so it should be 840. Right. We map the position. Owner monster check. Okay. So as you're sending the message up, and as the crew's kind of getting ready, we have movement to the south, unfortunately. Wandering monster moves in. Let's see, it's a reaction to our crew. Or let's check if we're surprised first. We're surprised, so it has 1 action before us from whatever encounter distance. Counter distance is going to be 1d4 times 10 feet then, due to surprise. 20. The enemy is, let's check if they're surprised. They're not. Right, so they're advancing. Wandering monsters wandering in. 20 feet to the south, while we were busy making plans, is when they made their move on our crew, right? RYOKA and SHOSA might have been on guard watching the south, but this happened, you know, while our crew was figuring things out. Let's see. Sam, you got a magical light, right? I think actually, I have to double check. It's actually a 15-foot diameter, or radius, because it's 30 feet in diameter. So I kind of messed up here, but let me fix that. So that's actually how your light looks right there. So that's, yeah, it's 30-foot diameter, 15-foot radius. So there's your 15 feet of radius. Alright, so basically, yeah, you know, he's like moving around, seeing all these different details, of course. But enemy's positions technically 20 feet. They're in the dark, so they would still surprise us firing in from the south. But let me see. This is all happening mid-conversation, right? While you guys were making your plans, not even in combat, they took an action against us. They weren't just waiting for you guys to finish your conversation or anything like that, right? So while we were taking our actions, whatever this was taking theirs. Let me check what it is real quick. More than likely the kobolds again, but we'll see again. Reaction. In favor of our crew, I think. Yeah, so whatever it is, acts favorably toward us. Let me double check.
Wow, really?
Maybe not 100% favorable to our crew, but definitely not hostile immediately. Maybe willing to negotiate. Okay. Here. Monster leaves or considers offer. Right, no attack. So basically, it's just passing through the area, whatever it is. Samuel and RYOKA and SHOSA don't realize it until they reach the torchlight, right? But a group of large wild beasts wander in, right, from the south. Okay, that's a pack of wolves down here in the caves, right? Just like randomly start wandering into the torchlight. Maybe they were living in a different part of the cave toward the south. Now that the kobolds left the area or went fleeing, maybe they decided to go outside, right? But attack a pack of wolves, right? Just kind of wander in. They seem indifferent to your crew. They're just walking around, right? Let's see. Let me put them on the board too. All right, number appearing. Let's see. 2 to 12. 6 wolves, half a dozen. Just kind of stroll into the cave.
Wolves?
Yeah, just 6 wolves stroll in as you guys are mid-conversation, mid-plan. Like, SHOSA and RYOKA like, hey, Samuel, look. Samuel, like, turns around and just sees, like, random wolves walking in, sniffing at the bones. Maybe they're relieved at what you did, right? Now they can go outside in peace without being bothered by the kobolds or whatever, so. But apparently they're living down here, too, in the cave. You have heard that the wolves in the region have not been too active because, for whatever reason, that back then they used to be roaming freely and living out here in the wilderness, but they're just wandering around. Yeah. How do you guys want to react to this? Right. So Samuel, you sent your message up. The crew might be getting ready to do something else.
Okay.
Right? But now you got wolves.
I'd like to. Can I cast?
You want to cast sleep right now? You don't see them. You can hear what's
I can't
happening.
sleep on the wall.
Yeah, you can't see them too
What?
well. Right. The crew is in front of you.
What do you mean I can't see them?
You got 4 people in the way, or 5.
The crew can't be that big.
Well, they're blocking your view.
That's all
of them,
crouch.
right? Like, think about it in real life, right? Like, you gotta see the enemy. You got 5 people in the way, so you have to get an angle of.
There were 5 people in the way. I'm pretty
How
sure.
many-
I'm pretty sure.
We all crouch.
Okay.
Is that fine?
No, you don't have to line of sight on them, right? Just like when you fire, you need a line of sight. So imagine real life, right? Like
Crowd.
you might see like a little tiny piece of them, but you need to see them like actually have a line of fire. So when you cast a spell, line of sight.
Okay. Would I be able to get some of the dried human meat and toss it to?
Yeah. So in reaction, at the time of 840 to 841, or actually, yeah, you spent a minute planning, but for 841 to 842, Samuel, in reaction to the wolves that wander in, is making his way toward the human meat. How do you want to get over there? Do you want to move to the south?
I'm not gonna go through the stalagmites. I'm gonna go around through the northeast.
So then Shosa will go with you, I suppose. Then, right? You're like, hey, Sosha, let's move around the stalagmites, and she's like, okay, sir. And she follows you, or she leads you toward the northeast. And MAFI was thinking about casting a spell, right? You know, like thinking about it, like you're about to cast it. You don't really actually see them, right? You've got too many guys in the way. But soon you hear what they're talking about, right? So naturally, so like you're encountering something, and you're just getting ready to cast your spell, I suppose, at this point. Behind you, all these guys can't see shit because there's a mantlet in front of them. They were trying to advance, but you know.
Shouldn't LAFGO be right next to me?
Sure, yeah, you guys are pushing it together. So, well, it's how it looks is like this. You see the handle? It goes back. So one of you is in the front pushing, one of you in the back pushing. Does that make sense? Because you lift it together and you push it forward.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why he was like that, lined up like toward the north. So let's see. All right, Eric went to he got the pickaxe, of course. Let's see. Let me see Eric's sheet. Holstered pickaxe. Nice. Alright. So from 841 to 842, we know Shosa and Samuel are headed toward the east. AMBAF is hanging out here. RYOKA, do you want to take an action from 841 to 842? No?
I think RYOKA is
okay,
NPC.
Can I move? Okay, you know what? I have a torch anyway. If
Wait, hold up.
Is there any way?
Oh yeah, okay, go ahead.
Alright.
None.
I was gonna have RYOKA go first, and then you can. Yeah, I was just
don't care about us.
Tibero, you're cutting out. We can't hear you. Your connection is choppy. Can anyone hear Tibero? He's choppy, right?
Shit.
It's not just me.
He's breaking up. Like,
Yeah, you're breaking up. Your connection's
Just don't speak
not
too
good.
fast. Speak slowly.
Yeah, my
Type your message.
Okay. Alright, here, just a minute.
In the meantime, one at a time, RYOKA, what are you doing from 841 to 842?
I stand guard.
Very well. And then MAFI, 841 to 842. Oh. Did
Is
go
that
AFK?
a retainer?
MAFI? No.
no, it's
That's Mitsu. He was trying to do it in action, but
Stop typing.
Oh.
I was trying to make sure
Mitsu.
you guys don't speak over each other.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So. Okay, I'm gonna move with the flow of the group. I'm gonna move with the flow.
Okay, yeah.
If I ever see the wolves, just tell me. I'm not gonna wait for the wolves to get close. I'm gonna say that.
Cast sleep immediately.
Yes,
Yeah.
immediate cast.
Sounds good. They probably won't know what you're doing anyway. They're just animals, right? Not demi-humans. So, yeah, Matthew's getting up there with frontliners protecting him, right? SCHWANZ, you're just gonna, with LAFGO, as soon as you can, continue pushing the mantlet forward, right? For 841 to 842?
Yep.
Very well.
Yep.
Alright, everyone has had a chance to speak, right? For 841 to 842, very well. So, what actually happens, of course, throughout this turn is SHOSA and Samuel make their way toward the east. Right, they're on the stalagmites past the rack. It's a tight squeeze here. You guys have to be careful if you don't want to step in the sand where the stalagmites are. You squeeze through this little area and then you continue forward east. Yeah, it's very clustered up and everything, right? Not very spacious. RYOKA holds the position on guard. The wolves just kind of wander in, right? Sniffing about. And they're Yeah, they're not hostile. AMBAF, of course, sees MAFI, kind of like steps out of the way, so MAFI can see his targets, kind of. Unfortunately, MAFI, you can't even see them. They're in like the dark areas of the cave, I think. They're just avoiding the light. So as soon as AMBAF steps out of the way, you could hear them moving around up there, maybe 30 feet, 40 feet away. But unfortunately, there's no light on those guys, right? They're in the dark, right?
Can I move forward?
Yeah, you can advance. Well, you've got the torch, so if you move forward, you'll light up the position. So you kind of advance with your torch. And
that looks pretty close to the group. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty close to the group. Are we really gonna wait for this?
All right, so now they're in the dim lighting, and basically, yeah, this SCHWANZ is pushing this wall forward. The crew was pushing up. Eric was pushing out. He took out the pickaxe, I think. Put his sword away.
I'm gonna tell Ryoku and
Wait up. It's not necessary.
Okay.
Let me resolve 841 to 842. So while you guys were doing these things, right, the wolves didn't stand there and watch you do your things, right? So I have to explain what they did while you guys were doing your things, right? So Samuel, from 840 to 841, right, you already declared what you were doing, which was moving east. If you want to say something, you have to wait till 842. So or you can react halfway. But as you were moving in with SHOSA, sorry, did you want to change your reaction, Samuel, in the mid of the turn?
No. So as we're moving in, I'm just gonna tell and
Tell
TIBERIOS and Mitsu. I'm gonna tell them to move in more to clear the area for the wall.
Yeah. So you're moving in. You're like looking back toward him. RYOKA, Tibero, advance, right?
Yeah, I advance. 5 meters.
All right.
The southeast.
Oh yeah, Tibero, are you back? Sorry, I know your connection was choppy, but everyone was declaring action from 841 to 842. What were you trying to do? Did you just want to just advance or something else?
All right. Well, no, I'm not going to get too close to the wolves or anything, but yeah, I'll just be at the ready.
Okay.
And protect the magic user.
Sure. You can kind of stand at the flank, not in his way, but at his side, so he can see still. And then he's
Yeah,
the wolves actually, what they're doing, they're sniffing around. Maybe they're hungry, right? SHOSA, she walks over here, she says, Samuel, is this far enough, right? And where are you trying to go, Samuel? She just stepped out of the way. Don't know. She's just only too close to the wolves, but they're sniffing around, and they didn't really react to you at first, but now that you're getting kind of close, they might change their minds.
Yeah, no, I'll hold my ground right there. I'll stop right there.
Yeah, you see them, they're squeezing through the crack right here, trying to leave. They're just moving on to the next area.
Oh, they're squeezing through the crack?
Yeah, they're leaving. Like, the others are just looking around. Maybe they're just moving to the next area. So, they were just passing by.
Okay.
But as they're passing by, Mafi's in the middle of casting his spell. Mafi, give me 2d8 for your sleep.
Okay.
About to get some free kills, hopefully.
So,
13.
7 and 6, 13.
Nice. So that's total of their 2 hit die. So that can affect, there's 7 or 6 of them. That can affect all of them possibly. They're gonna make saving throws versus spells. And they need I think they need a 16 to pass. Let me double check though. Save as level 1 fighter. Yeah, 16 to pass. So 2 of them pass. The 2 furthest away, like squeezed. The first one that's squeezed off to the distance, and the other one that gets away, I would say, is this guy to the west. He shakes off the sleep, but the other ones, they're hit by a supernatural force, and they like sniff around, and they just kind of collapse on their sides, like out of nowhere, right? So let me see the reaction of the other one, right? The other ones, make a morale check, and as they pass, right? They pass a morale check. They don't know what happened, but they're brave enough to stay around and like sniff at their buddies, right? Like turn around, like wake up, bro, right? Because 4 of them just suddenly fell asleep, right? And start snoring. So their old friends are starting to wake them up. But at that point, you guys can choose to attack, right? While they're busy waking their buddies up, right? So Samuel, do you want to rush them?
Yeah, we'll rush the ones that are asleep so we can auto kill them.
Okay, yeah. Samuel rushes them. SHOSA will charge as well. Try to kill this one before he wakes up. And RYOKA, you want to charge the position?
Yeah.
As you charge the position, you have to go up against this guy who's waking up his buddy. Is that fine? He's busy waking up his friend.
Yeah,
Okay. You can rear end it. Yeah. All right, so you go for that one. Tibero, do you want to rush the position too and charge and stab at them?
Yeah, I'll assist him with that wolf.
And the wolves, of course, are monsters. You might feel pity for them, but don't get them mixed up. They're monster hunters, and they are a threat to human society sometimes, especially against livestock. So they might seem peaceful now, but give them a chance, and they'll do some horrible things to you, right? But especially to your sheep.
If it was the other way around and it was like 2 of us, and
yeah, they'll probably fuck you up. So time to attack, right? Let's see. Yeah. Some of you might be feeling pity, but just bear in mind this is your job, right?
Get those archers in here. Help us out.
AMBAF situation in there too.
Okay.
Good job, Mafi. Do you want to grab a weapon at this point, Mafi? Take out your spear.
Oh yeah. Pull out. I don't have a spear.
Oh, you don't have one?
I have
a sling.
I think, if I remember correctly, I have a one-handed
crossbow. Yeah. Okay. Get that latchet. Sounds good. You do have to reload it before you can fire it. Whenever you store the weapon, you can't store it loaded. It's a safety hazard. You would shoot yourself.
Okay. Load it.
Yep. So you're gonna spend the first round loading. All right. SCHWANZ was busy pushing with LAFGO pushing the mantlet forward right into the cave. With the rest of the crew.
Yep.
Right. It's kind of dark over here. All right.
How much XP can you get for wolves?
I think they're worth around 2 or 3, 2.5 maybe. It's pretty good. XP. All right. So what actually happens, of course, as you declare directions, what happens is, of course, Samuel rushed the position and stabbed the wolf. I'm sure you want to kill it, so you're gonna stab it in the throat. But if you don't want to kill it and just maim it, you can stab him in the butt or something.
No,
right?
I'm killing it.
Okay. So you rush in and you drive the spear end into the wolf's throat. He wakes up gurgling on blood. Right? You twist and turn, make sure he's dead. SHOSA does the same. She rushes in there, past the crate, squeezes in as his friends waking his buddy up, sniffing around. Right? Stabs him in the gut area, going through hopefully an organ, a vital organ from her position. Right? The wolf wakes up, twisting and turning in pain. Howling in pain, right? Right. And then AMBAF, of course, wants to get up there and help out, so he just readies his attack, right? He sees one going in, he stabs over the crate into this guy. He's like, actually, he's gotta make a morale check. So his friend's dying, so he's gotta make a morale, right? First attack is a morale check sometimes, or first blood. So he broke, right? He ran off. He was like, fuck this, right? Right, and
you left the other one by itself.
I mean, yeah, he's squirming in pain, right? It's an animal nature, right? He has to survive, so he's not a soldier, right? Stand the line or hold the line. Sometimes it will help if it's safe, but if someone's good as dead, survival matters more than revenge for a wolf, right? Let's see. All right, so yeah, RYOKA killed this one. SHOSA killed this one. AMBAF wanted to kill the other one running away, but he got away. And more importantly, if we can kill this guy, we can finish off the last of them, right, without any problem. He was waking up his friend, and RYOKA charged him. And I'm going to say that, yeah, he might have waken up his friend before RYOKA got over there, right? Because RYOKA had to close the distance. So basically, to find out if he woke up his friend before RYOKA got there, his friend has to... because it might take a whole round to wake up his friend, right? It takes amount, based on a rule set, it says, of course, it has to be like a forceful awakening, right? It cannot just be like a little love tap. So, let's see. Let me double check. Sleep says... Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh. It says, of course, any sleeping creature may be awakened by force, such as a slap, right? So the wolf is like just sniffing his friend, right? He's like, why are you not waking up, right? He might get forceful a little later, but he doesn't know his friend is like magically slumbered. Therefore, I'm gonna rule that he wasn't forceful. That wouldn't make sense for him to be super forceful with his buddy, because he doesn't know what's going on, right? He's just sniffing and curious, and then RYOKA comes out of nowhere and rear ends him with his spear, right? So RYOKA gonna do a... You have a really high chance to hit. He is susceptible. He's also being rear-ended. So Give me a d20. You got a high chance to hit, and you got a high chance to kill.
Yeah. Can you roll for me?
Right. 8. You got a +4 because you're rear-ending him, right? And then it's a rear attack. +4 again because he's susceptible, right? He's busy doing something else. That's gonna be a hit, and your damage is typically 1d6, right? He has 2 dice, so no fighting skill bonus. But you get double because he's susceptible to your attack, right? He's vulnerable right now. He's open, right? So you get 2d6 damage. Here you go. Let's see if you got the kill. 10 damage against a hit die of 12. So he survived the first stab, unfortunately. But you did some heavy damage to him. So you almost got him. But you got friends to help you.
When he be successful, wouldn't that be flanking as well?
Yeah. No, we don't. We did the damage. He already hit. Flanking will affect her. Yeah, you're up. You're up in a second. Someone had a question about flanking. All it does is helps you hit the enemy. He already hit, right? We're gonna roll damage. He already got the susceptibility bonus, right? So because the enemy is vulnerable, right? I already gave him the benefit of the enemy being vulnerable, which is double damage, right? Does that make sense? So he already got the benefit. Yeah. So when you say flanking, that only matters if he missed, right? He didn't miss. Yeah, go ahead, Tibero. Go ahead and roll. So Tibero can come in there and assist and finish him off, right? If he hits. Ah, so sad. Alright. Alright, so Tibero, you're gonna move in and you're stabbing, let's say, technically you're stabbing in the flank. So that's a +2 to hit. And he's susceptible. So that's a +4 to hit. So far, you went the 4 + 6 is at 10, right? And then your strength bonus is +2, right?
Yeah, so like that.
So that's a 12.
Yeah.
So that is actually
+2.
a hit on the dot, right? He has arm class 7, I think. Let me double check.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's AC 7, so you hit on the dot. It's pretty easy to hit these guys, right? Alright, now you're going to roll damage. It's going to be 2d6, okay? Because he's susceptible to your attack. He's busy making up his friend. He's open, right? He had 12 hit points. He has 2 left, right? After being stabbed by RYOKA. And then he gets finished off by Tibero, who does the last couple damage. I don't know what happened there. Let's see. Your dice roll looks kind of weird. Can you do it again? /roll space.
Well, I have. Sure.
2d6.
Sure.
Just do that. /roll space 2d6, because I think it gave you a weird roll. Because the minimum damage you're supposed to deal is 4, since you have a strength bonus, right? Or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Or actually, the minimum damage you're supposed to be able to
Okay,
deal.
yeah, I did 11 damage.
Yeah, that should finish it. Yeah, so your damage is doubled, so technically your bonus would have been doubled too. So your strength bonus would have been +4 total in this case. So you would have done 13, which is plenty to kill him.
Sweet.
Alright, so you guys finished that one, and victory is yours. However, I have to warn you guys, sadly, we're out of game time. So to wrap up the story, your crew is successful at hunting down the wolves. You stab them dead. You move the mantlet through, and with your character is mentally exhausted, morale pretty high though, but mentally exhausted, we're gonna wrap this expedition up. You're gonna secure the position, move the mantlet forward, and then of course man the post. Right? You guys can leave some crew members here to just guard the position. So next time you can begin working on the mineral vein, right, and looting up everything else. But basically, to wrap up the story, you're gonna hold the eastern tunnel here and have some guards watching it, maybe put some crates in front of it. You're gonna hold the south. You got a chasm that protects you from any push here, right? And you got this area protected by the mantlet and some opening on the side of fire, right? It doesn't completely block off the south, because in this cave the ceiling's a lot higher than in the tunnels, right? Naturally. So especially toward the center of the cave, right? It's a bit higher. So to wrap up the story, unless you guys object, right? Yeah, you guys will loot up. You'll send some guys off to go sell off your loot and bring back the profits, right? Yeah, we'll just wrap it up there. Is that fine? You guys okay with this? We're out of time.
DM, can I leave my cart?
How much I got?
Can I cart?
Can you what? One at a time, please. Can you do what?
I want to disconnect my cart from my horse.
Oh, and bring it in. Yeah, to load up on loot. That's fine.
Yeah.
Right. And then sorry, Tibero, you were gonna say something before we wrap the story up for tonight.
I just wondered if we can we know how much we got? Because I want to buy armor. I
Oh
want to
yeah,
buy
yeah.
some armor and a better weapon.
Yep, that's gonna be in post game. So we're 3 parts in. So when we finish wrapping the story up, I'm gonna go into post game, and that's when we go over rewards and experience. So that's next, actually.
Are
Yeah.
you doing post game again?
Well, it's post game every time you guys get rewards, right? So post game is just all it is going over your rewards and experience, right? That's it. And maybe what you guys did in your pastime to celebrate. But more importantly, when it comes to prep though, you have to wait till your next game. So you can't buy new gear until your next game. So you're gonna get rewarded real quick. You're gonna get rewarded, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up there. So yeah, let's do post game now. So post game is just experience, rewards, and like feedback, right? Or record keeping stuff, right? So we're ready kind of for next time. All right, but yeah, you guys did good today. Let's go over the rewards. So to go over rewards, you guys did not collect the copper here yet. There was no safe, or you didn't have any safe method to do so yet that was stated during the game. But for the coupled weapons and siege weapons, did you guys want to take that back to town and sell it, or keep it here?
We want to keep siege weapons.
Okay, so keep it
Yeah.
here, right? This will be your arsenal, so you can continue to use it to push forward into the campaign, right? So yeah, it just consists of siege weapons, 500 copper's worth. But the couple weapons, you guys okay with selling this off, the arsenal? It's just small arms.
we're gonna sell their weapons and armor.
Okay, good to go. So you're gonna get rewarded for doing that, right? Selling that loot. Okay, that's technically gear though, it doesn't count as treasure, so that's why you get half its value and no experience for it. It doesn't count as treasure. Alright. Yeah, because it's gear. So the only things that count as treasure is copper, or like pieces, and jewelry and gems. Let's see, everything else has its own innate value. So it's just currency that has experience value. So anyway, selling that off, selling your kills off. So we want to sell off the kobold foodstuffs in town. It's not really valuable at all. No one wants to really buy it, but
No, we would throw their food and shit in the fucking hole to the east to keep whatever's there at bay.
okay, yeah, they can eat that.
I think we also want to bury the pounds of human flesh.
Hang it in your base. Yeah, you probably don't want that there. It stinks really bad. More importantly, it can cause diseases, maybe, right? It has, or it's dried and salted actually. But yeah, so yeah, you guys will take off the human meat and throw it into the chasm, right? Let's see. Garbage disposal, I guess.
Well, I said bury, but okay,
bury
that
it?
works.
Okay. Burying it, it can be possible too. Yeah. It's just more effort to bury it naturally. You have to assign some crew to dig up a hole and throw the meat in and then bury it, right? So,
Could we identify the body parts?
yeah. I mean, no, not really. Actually, it's all salted and cooked. It's impossible. But it probably belongs to past crew members, right? They're mostly adult-sized body parts. So, torsos,
Mostly.
ligaments, limbs. No heads available, so you can't really, yeah. But yeah, plenty of actual meat. Any guts and all that is not available. They probably threw it in the chasm, right? But yeah, all right. So yeah, you guys will get rid of this meat. You guys can clean up and wash up the cave a little bit, or at least clean it out. Is that bones? I don't know. There's a human bone pile. You want to sweep that into the chasm?
We would take that into the chasm.
Okay. Not keep them around. Okay. There's no skulls. It's just random bones, assorted bones.
Yeah, no, we kick those into the hole.
Okay. All right. These are brought back entirely. The wolf meat, the hides, on itself is valuable. So you took those back, sold it in town. Right, fur, meat included, has value. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I think we got everything we wanted to sell out of here, right? Everything else we'll have to wait till next time to harvest. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's go over the let's calculate our rewards, and then we can split it up. Right. So these are wolves, right? we're gonna do money first, and then we'll do XP after. So let me do the wolves value real quick. So the wolves, they don't have bounties on their heads because they're not a threat to human society right now, right? So no one's hiring people to hunt wolves in particular. So let me check if they're paying for their heads. All right. So
How about wolf pelt?
Wolf's head.
they're
wolf
not paying
pelt? How
for
about
the yeah, there's no bounties placed on wolves, but there's bounties, or not bounties, but the wolf entirely as a whole is sold for a decent amount. For the fur and the meat included, everything, like the wolf as a whole, right, just being hunted, sold to butchers or fur trappers and such, right? You're gonna get 25 coppers for it. Yeah, 25 coppers. Okay, per wolf.
Per wolf.
Yes.
Per wolf or
Per wolf.
Damn.
Per
So
wolf?
25 coppers, yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Wow.
wolves, 25 each, right? Just for
125 coppers.
their meat and fur, basically, right? So it's pretty good. The main value, it's not the meat, but it's the fur, right? So let's see, 25 coppers. Let's see. Right, so pretty good bounty on them, right? Or pretty good reward for their remains. It's 25 times 5, so it's 125. Okay. Next is the cobalt weapons, which are able to sell for 200 total. So we're at 325 party loot. Okay.
Right.
And then next is the
Weapons
kobolds.
and armor.
Yep, it's just weapons. Alright. So these kobolds you killed here, they had bounties on them, and they had loot on them. So each of them basically worth 12.5 total, right? Because their loot is 2.5, and their heads are worth 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 times 12.5, 125 added to your party treasure. So 450 now. I believe that is all the loot. So pretty good haul today, and then we have some loot for next time too, right? This meteor's buried outside somewhere, as ordered by MAFI, right? So he had those meat buried by the crew. Maybe the retainers got to work there. All right, now let's go over the experience now. So every wolf here was actually worth 2.5 experience. So let's go. Right, calculator. What's up? You got a question?
How many ways do we have to split the treasure?
As many as the crew members, as many crew members we have. So it's
Half shares
half shares to retainers.
retainers and full shares to members.
Sometimes
like
the crew
that,
does
like
half shares
players.
to PCs that didn't do shit, and double shares or full shares for retainers that did a lot of work. Right. So we'll determine shares in a moment. So 450 copper pieces.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
There was 10 kills here, so 5 total, 5 XP total. So total, and I'll round up here. You guys did good. So in that roundup, it's gonna be 13 plus 5 is 18. All right, 18 experience. Nice, pretty good haul. Okay, now we have to divvy it up. So basically, in your team, let's see. All right, so I'm just gonna take the tokens out here temporarily, so we can like figure out the shares real quick. Or yeah, that'll be best. Let's see. So Alfred, full share for Alfred. Is that fine? Right.
Yep.
He died for the crew. He was the original leader. I mean, it's up to your crew. He did just, yeah, he made the initial push and blew up and died. Got rid of 4 of the enemies, technically. Oh. Technically, actually, 4 of those enemies killed themselves. So that actually doesn't count toward XP. We only get XP for what we kill. That's right. So the ones that kill themselves just worth like 2. Yeah, so. But you still get money for them. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, suicide bombers, they don't give you guys experience. Right. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. So Alfred gets a full share. Eric, he was a retainer that came into the case with y'all. All right, didn't really do terribly much. Is that half share fine with you guys? Right. Thomas, retainer half share. And if you think a retainer doesn't deserve any share, let me know. But retainers will get mad if they don't get at least something out of joining the expedition, right? So Charles gets a half share. CAUWINE gets a half share, right? LAFGO half share. Is that okay?
Yeah, LAFGO get a half share.
Okay. There is such thing as quarter shares if you think some people deserve quarter shares, right? Which is basically one share and double everyone else's. So if you guys want to do quarter shares instead for some people that, because some of the retainers did stuff, right, but not a lot of stuff. Like LAFGO did more than these guys, of course, but didn't do terribly much either, right? Do you guys want to do quarter shares too? Like for like the guys who did absolutely nothing, but at least don't get something out of it, right? So
yeah,
Eric, Thomas, and Charles and CAUWINE pretty much didn't actually do shit, right? So maybe the quarter share, whereas LAFGO gets a half share, right? Because he kind of did some stuff, right? But like nothing important.
I say AMBAF and SHOSA should get full shares.
Yeah. So Alfred is a full share, or
for
you guys want
Alfred,
to do?
I'm gonna give him a half share.
Okay. Yeah, it's not really profitable if he gets a full share because he's dead, right? And he didn't really do much for the expedition, so it's actually fair to give him a half share. He led the expedition,
Actually,
but
I'm sorry. Alfred was my character. I'm gonna give him no share for Alfred.
oh, you have to give him at least something, right? That's required,
Quarter share then.
especially if he died for the crew. It would look bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, so
Quarter share.
Quarter share for dying. Okay.
Yeah.
SCHWANZ, you know,
Yeah.
he did some stuff, right? Not terribly much, maybe a half share, right? Or a full share.
I'll get a half share, yeah.
Take a half
Full
share
share?
today.
Okay.
It's up. I mean,
It's up to the crew.
yeah, it's
Should I get-
half share or full share is fair, right? So it's up to the crew. Quarter share is not fair, and double share wouldn't be fair either, right? For him, just what he did. But definitely a full or half share is fair.
What do you think? Half share?
I'll
So
take a half share.
yeah, okay, half share. He even volunteered to take a half share.
Fine.
Okay, MAFI, you know, he's deserving of at least a
Full
full
share.
share, right? Did a pretty good mission today. He got the wolf kills. Basically.
Sure.
Yeah, so it would be fair to give MAFI either a full or double share, right? You guys choose a full share for him. Right. Darius or Tiberios, Tibero. I think
Full
he
share.
deserves a full share, right?
Share.
It's fair for him to get a full share.
Thank you.
AMBAF the retainer, I think it's fair for him to get at least a half share.
Full share.
A full share? Okay. Yeah, he did get a
Yeah,
few.
he got kills.
Yeah, he got kills. SHOSA, full share.
Full share.
And then Samuel, I think he's the leader of the expedition this time, right? After he took the place
Full
of
share.
full share. Okay.
Full share.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And then RYOKA, right? Also helped lead our
Full share.
expedition. Full share. Right.
Full
Very
share.
good. So we did the math.
sure.
Or we got the shares in, so now we can do the math behind it. So basically, for the quarter share guys, they're gonna get one share, right? For the half share guys, you're gonna get two shares, and for the full share guys, you're gonna get double share for full shares, right? That's the math behind it. So basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 times 4, 24 shares, and this is 2 plus 2 is 4, so 28 shares. And these are all ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 28 plus 5 is 33.
33.
Yeah, 33. So we do 450 divided by 33 is one share, right? So 450 divided by 33 is one share. So one share equals 13 coppers. A double share is 26 coppers, and a full share is let's see, 52 coppers.
52?
Yeah, thank you. So basically, yeah, if you got a full share today, you're getting 52 coppers. If you got a half share today, you get 26. If you got a quarter share, you get 13. And there might be some remainders. Let me just check the remainder real quick. So let me see. 13 times 33, 429. Okay, so 0 was some remainder. It was equal to, let's see, 130. Did I do this right? Let's see, 13 times 33. 429. Okay, so 450 minus 29. Wait. It's 13 times 33. There's 21 extra. Kind of weird. Okay, so the 21 extra, who do you guys think I should go to?
Split that, we should split that among the half-shirteds.
Could I?
Okay,
Let's
so
give Samuel.
No.
I would say the best thing you could do is you should maybe give it to someone who plans to buy things for the party, right? Like party expenses,
Yeah.
like, you know, with,
That would
I
probably
that's what I've been
be
doing.
or Alpha.
that would be fair,
Yeah,
because some of the
I'll-
crew members buy a bunch of supplies for the crew, right? It'd only be fair if they get them.
Either
extra.
me or him, yeah.
Samuel.
Can
I mean, I'll take it because I can prep better for us and stuff, and then you know, get more supplies to close off the other entrances and shit.
All right, so you're party leader today. We'll get the extra, right?
Can I?
Okay.
Samuel will get it.
Oh,
Can
it's
I just get? Can I just please get 5, so I can
Yeah,
get?
I'll get. That's
can
fine.
get,
I'll give him 5 and I'll take the rest.
okay.
Okay.
All right then.
Then I can get scale mail and a broadsword. And
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
being
You
well
did- you did-
armored and doing more damage.
Yeah, and you got a good amount of hit points as a fighter too, and I could do.
So it's 16 and 5 then. So basically, real quick, he's gonna get 57, and then 16 plus 52 is 50, 62, 68. So just the slightly separate shares. So basically, out of this group, Samuel and Tibero get slightly different shares, right? Samuel's gonna get 68, Tibero's gonna get 57, the rest of you are gonna get 52. These guys are gonna get 26, and these guys are gonna get 13. Alright, so let me put it on the sheets real quick so I don't forget. One moment, please. Alright, it's actually a long moment. I feel plug and chug some numbers real quick. Let's see, so Alfred, let's see, you get 68. And then Thomas said he got 13. Okay, and then Charles got 13. So he's at 14. Samuel got. Samuel get? He got. Oh, oops! I did the wrong thing. So Alfred's got not 68. Alfred got 13. Yeah. Let's see. Samuel that got 68. Okay. And then Eric got 13. Earned 13. Tibero earned 57. Pretty good first time. And then SCHWANZ, you earned
Oh yeah.
52, I think. No, you got the 26. Let's see.
Half shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Alright, SHOSA, she got a full shirt today. So that's 52. AMBAF got 52. Oops. It's LAFGO. He got. LAFGO got. Oh yeah, 26. RYOKA, she got. Or he got, sorry. He got 52. And CAUWINE got. Was it 52? I think. Wait. 13. Yeah, 13. You're right. Mix up the names. Let's see. MAFI received 52, I think. Yeah. Alright. Thank you guys for your patience. Finally, almost finally, we gotta do experience now. 16 total, so I would have to say maybe all of these guys over here will definitely get 1, so that counts for 6 of it. And then these guys, the half share guys, should get 1, so that counts for 8 of it. And so there's 8 left. And you got all these guys here. They all should maybe get 1 if we can afford to give them all 1. So in that case, Unless you guys don't think they deserve
That will
any
leave
experience.
3.
Do you guys think that the quarter chair guys deserve any experience today? They were the ones who just kind of were there.
No.
No. Okay, so you cut them out of the experience. They got paid, but they're not gonna get any of the fame for it or the glory. So in that case, we accounted for 8, and if you want to make it easy, we can just do 2 each on all of you guys. So 2 for all of these guys, basically, right?
Yeah, that works.
Is that fine? Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, going back to the top for experience, Alfred didn't get any, but Thomas also didn't get any. Charles didn't get any. Samuel got 2, right? So he's up to 3 now out of 20. And then Eric received 0. Tibero received 2 out of 20. SCHWANZ received 2 out of 15, right?
Nice.
So you're making good progress.
That would put me at how much XP now?
4. Right. Next game we already have
4,
some
nice.
guaranteed treasure to loot up, right? So that's pretty good. And then SHOSA received 2, right? So he's making good progress too. She's at 3 out of 20. AMBAF received 2. He's at 2 out of 20. LAFGO received 2, so he's at 2 out of 15. RYOKA received 2 out of 22. CAUWINE received, was it
0.
0? Thank you for that. And then MAFI received 2 out of 25. All right, so congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, or just gentlemen, right? You guys did super good today, right? Congratulations, you earned it. A hard fight finally, and we finally paid off after all those horrible expeditions, right? So congratulations, you did very good. I hope you all had fun. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, until next time, you're also welcome to leave if you have any questions or concerns.
I'm naming Samuel. I'm gonna name Samuel the heir of.
The heir of what?
He's gonna be the heir of Alfred. That's why he wasn't listening. He was his son. He was being.
Wait, nah, I'm gonna let you die and I'm gonna inherit all your shit.
Okay, if that's the case, just remind me next game, okay? So you can hear it, his stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
Yeah,
When's the next game?
Maybe in an hour or 2, right? I'm gonna take a break for a
Nice.
bit, but just real quick, let me end the session real quick, and then you guys can hang out here if you want
Yep.
after I end it, but it's up to you. So, thank you all for playing. I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you next time. That's it. All right, you guys are free to go.
Thank you.
Good night. Yeah, if you have questions or concerns, you're welcome to message me. But I'm gonna take off for now. I'll be back later. So, yeah, thanks for playing.
Peace.
All right.